Yeah.
the other program we checked comparatively, this is Tailspire is way better.
Yeah.
And in terms of what I would imagine or even want, it's perfect. Like I love the combat. I love how smooth it all is. So
Justin and Riley, guys, what are your opinions on Tailspire these days? I've been meaning to ask you guys in chat, but I know we're also just better in person, so I might as well just ask you.
Uh,
When
I
it's
like
available, I like it a lot. I mean, I understand it's like sometimes there might not just instantly be a map available for something.
Mm-hmm.
But I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll do Theater of the Mind,
Yeah.
and it doesn't bother me much, but I do like a lot of the maps.
I like it fair bit more than Roll20 and similar ones like that. Brain no worky because I just had a nap, so I'm kind of still groggy from that. But yeah. And there goes Steam just as I try to open it a second time. But yeah, Tailspire good. I like.
I like it a whole lot more than, I mean, Roll20 has its good bits, but it can be very buggy sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Especially as even somebody who ran a campaign through Roll20, very buggy. But I definitely like this way more than, I don't remember, what was the name of that program you used for Descent in Avernus?
Riley's
me?
Foundry.
Foundry.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I gotta be honest, I did not like Foundry a whole lot.
I always call Foundry
Okay.
is the Android and Roll20 is the iOS of those programs because people who like to tinker, Foundry is really good. Like for the DMs who really want to be able to like modify and get back there, look at community stuff that affects how it runs. The funniest
Foundry
thing about
also,
yeah, go
I
ahead.
imagine, works significantly better with Pathfinder 2e rather than D&D 5e because I think the Pathfinder integration is official, whereas D&D you have to use like 5 different things to import all of your stuff from D&D Beyond and whatnot. The
That
character
makes sense.
sheets
Yeah.
are kind of buggy and all that stuff.
The funny thing you said about maps, the most ironic thing about Tailspire, which is like, I think you guys saw it in play when you guys went to the graveyard. It is so easy. It's easier to take a 3D map in Tailspire and get it going than it is to get a 2D map into Roll20 on the spur of the moment. It literally can take me seconds, right? Like I did that just within a minute. I just had a 3D map populated. I threw some skeletons down and bam. So like that just blows my mind. Almost because I was like, 3D is going to be so much more difficult, more complex to build things and whatnot. I'm like, this is actually more convenient for me to drop. I just like click a link, and now like, and so many people have done official module support. I haven't bit my teeth into building completely scrap custom maps yet. But God, the support of the community has been amazing for it. Yeah, I'm just good. I think you guys seem like the perfect group for this. A little bit more gamers. You guys don't computers don't scare you and such. I had a little bit of not. It wasn't bad push up, but like or push back. But Tuesday, a couple of them were enjoying it. But they also the early fights, the fights we did in that were like close quarters and clunky. And then one of them was using a touchpad on a laptop, and I was just like, that's not gonna work. I was like, we're gonna switch you guys back over to Roll20 long term, so you can sit on your laptop on the couch. But cool. Thank you guys for the feedback. All right. So Robert is in chat and he says, "Good. The map is pretty, isn't it? Though the lighting effects just alone just give it so much character." Oh, did Project Sigil? What got me to check out Tailspire? They're supporting it, but the Wizards of the Coast essentially is like, all right, kick it out there, and we're going to stop actually trying to properly turn it into anything substantial. So support for that's pretty much gone down the wayside. So it's so funny that I was like, oh yeah, we're going to switch over to Project Sigil, and that got me to get Tailspire, and now that's just gone, or Project Sigil's not being supported anymore. But okay, so last time Oh, I wanted to give everyone just like a flat 400 XP each because we didn't do any combat last week, but it was still a session. I still want to reward you guys for role play and moments like that. So everyone gets 400 XP. Before I forget that, bookkeeping.
Yep. I have to verify I'm a human a second time.
And last time, a lot of RP. One of the more crucial moments was Cora had talked to her sister, and her sister pretty much tipped him off that our brother's probably gone to this one place on this island with some undead on it, and that was their HQ. I love Abby, and yeah, so it kind of tipped you guys to that. So there's an option to go. And the sister also was like, also they probably had a lot of gold there and resources. If you guys seem like the mercenary types, so you do have that as an avenue. There, you also kind of like just polished up, preparing or like the idea of heist in Baldur's Gate with the food Kalamazhan food mafia, and so you're waiting on somebody to arrive for that, and realize you're getting close to the opening. So you've all started talking about what like some of the final things you need, like more. Do we have enough food? Do we have enough booze? Do we have staff? And do we want to go big as Zabo with her big idea of setting themselves apart with tavern led you all to an artificer, mad scientist type, Tesla inspired, and kind of gave you some price and rundowns and some pros and cons of electricity and neon signs essentially and such. And everyone was like, cool, that's cool. That's a lot of gold. Zabo, that's cool. It's too cool. How about we make more gold? We get open and then we explore that. And it's like, all right, fine. Am I missing anything else that happened last week? Oh, you did research. That's right. There were some research questions, but nothing to... Yeah, am I forgetting anything? Cool. So we open back up with you guys still kind of talking about Flyer and what you would like to do or what you need and want to do for the grand opening, which is this you're still in like one of the days that we were in. So this is like 10 out of 12 days. So once you go to sleep, then tomorrow will be 11. So 2 solid full days, 2 business days until you open. So I'm going to leave the ball in your guys' court. Leaf is there if you have any questions and everything. It is evening time. This is after you've, right? No, I don't think it's evening because you guys woke up and Leaf had reached out to set up an appointment. I think it was that day. So let's just say it's like 5 o'clock in the afternoon, so you're still some daylight, still some businesses open, and you're talking about what you might need to do. Flyers. Seems like people were discussing flyers for like promotional in general, and then maybe flyers for hires. So I'm gonna shut up now.
I'll probably tell Ricky at some point to just start going over people and trying to find a
kitchen staff. This is my list of ingredients. How many people are gonna have the grand opening?
how many people are going to be here.
I'm gonna try to be cooking for.
Well, this neighborhood's got what? Probably at least 50 people in it.
Y'all the
Surrounding
bosses.
neighborhoods
Tell me.
included? Probably hundreds. Who knows? It's opening night.
How much do you want me to be cooking for?
Well, let's start small. Maybe just limited menu. We'll see how good the business does first few nights. Whatever ingredients you need, you could probably give to Leaf. He's
Mhm.
wandering around here somewhere. I don't know if you've met.
We've met. He he's not allowed in the kitchen. He was being a little too nosy into my process, trying to get pointers. Had to assert my dominance.
That's good. Don't let anyone other than me mess with the menu.
Understood, boss. Ingredients for 50 people. Limited menu.
Yeah, after a certain point, we could just sell raviolis or something if we run out.
Mm-hmm. All right. I'm gonna find Leaf and I'll get him the 50 ingredients for 50. All right. Goes wandering off. And I put word out for hiring. I'm gonna have some interviews tomorrow. Okay. He's back in the kitchen.
Does anyone know the status of our surveillance capabilities and security capabilities?
Yeah, well, I mean, for surveillance, you can't really beat our friend Leaf. You know, one who can see and move through walls and all that shite. Uh, it's pretty much the eyes everywhere. Security, however, that's a different concern.
Maybe you can handle the security staff. Hiring, anyways.
Well, I figured we'd need at least one or two persons.
Yeah, for security, we could probably go cheap. Just have them look the part. We don't need anyone with real experience, you know? We're already here. Or at least we will be on opening night.
That's a fair point. We are security. We need more. We need theater. You're right.
So that leaves servers and barkeep.
Right, Robert? That's why I'm glad our friend Lauren's in the campaign too. She helps drive the
Brad, you
conversation.
Take care of the servers.
We need a Robert too, though.
I got a cousin. I'm pretty sure he can handle at least some of it. I'll see if I can find a second one at least.
To be fair, Riley gets up like at 5 o'clock in the morning, if not earlier. So he's
Who was it
exhausted.
that was gonna be doing all the barkeeping?
And Kevin's injured from work and on medication, so he's beat and hanging in there.
Thought it was one of us, no?
Well, one of us can't be here all the time. We're the owners. Ownership doesn't work.
New way to retire a character, just have them work the bar.
That's actually not about it. Like, if you ever want to change your character, yeah, it's funny. I just work for the tavern now.
Yeah, you know what? I'm in for an easier life. I'm going to the bar. And I'm working there.
Cora does say she could be the bar manager. And that is what Lauren does in real life.
So you said earlier to give 400 XP?
Yeah, everyone got 400 for the last session, just for the
Yeah.
Sharpie of it all.
It's taken this long because I still can't log into D&D Beyond with the plugin. The
Oh,
Tales
you're-
Beyond,
I can't either.
It's because you guys are robots. They have figured you out.
Domo arigato.
It's so strange because I've never had to do that again. I just had to do it the one time.
Yeah, what if something on like D&D Beyond's like back end makes that happen? Like if they like update something. Welcome, Lauren.
Hello.
Everyone got 400
Hello.
XP as a little bookkeeping from last week because we didn't do any fighting or anything, but it was just for like general RP and moving plot forward.
Okay. Alright. Alright. Logging into D&D Beyond.
D&D Beyond.
Okay. Oh, it's having me do it again. So we're
Yeah,
We
everyone's
are going
literally
over-
discussing right now how they're trying to get into D&D Beyond, but it's through the plugin and it's giving everyone the like,
oh,
you're a bot, you're a bot, you're a bot, you're a bot, prove you're not, prove you human, prove you human. So
oh, interesting.
people are
Yeah,
struggling
it's
right
making
now.
me do it too. Acting up today.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do D&D Beyond in my browser. Alright, so I'll take care of servers. I got a couple of cousins I might be able to call in on.
Oh boy, Graf's cousins. Are they just like Graf?
Yeah, some more, some less.
Well, we're not going to make any money if all our servers are filching.
I resent the accusation right there.
But they'll be filching from you.
You're right, I better not get James on this. Alright, that cuts down the list considerably.
Alright, try D&D Beyond again. So we're just trying to kind of gather some people to work the tavern. How many days is it before we open again?
2 days, 2 business days.
2 days. 2 businesses, okay.
And I guess
Okay.
I guess to make it clear too, like let's say you'll have 2 business days of finalizing, and then the day after that, everything will be ready to go. Does that make sense? Like, does it
Yeah,
open on that business day, or is that still it's 2 more days of construction and tidying
Okay,
up?
until it's
and-
ready.
yeah.
And then we can kind of make like a grand release.
And on the
Random
third day, the doors opened.
So
Precisely.
tonight, we could plant flyers. Tomorrow, we were going to do the Abbey.
Was that the Abbey? We already went. Okay, so we went to the artificer for the alternate energy source. And then we have, let's see. Yeah, no, it's the island. The Undead Island is the location of the cult, the church.
I
Yeah, they
figure
did
it's
say that there
a
was
few
a
hours out by boat and a few hours
Yeah,
back. It'll probably be an
yeah.
all-day affair.
yeah. And then I wrote down Vinny the Greater. I don't know who that is.
That
For Vidius II,
Yes,
Calachian
Emperor Vinius
historical
II.
emperor and founder of the Cuisine Mafia.
Okay. Oh, the Giovanni family. Okay. That's right.
not necessarily the Giovanni family. It just
Oh,
it's like essentially it's like how a Roman emperor would influence the mafia. That's a stretch. I'm not saying that's how the mafia began, but that's kind of the gist of it. Like centuries ago, this emperor made food important in the country, and it became like an underground market.
gotcha. Okay.
Gosh, you don't have our Cali food mafia lore down yet? Come on, Lauren, get your game on.
You know, there's only so much note taking I can take. Okay, sorry. We had 400 XP from last. Add that real quick. Okay, sweet.
Did everyone figure
Yeah,
out their
so
D&D Beyond stuff? Has everyone got something going? Or does anybody not have something going?
I'm not gonna lie, I think I deleted the extension, so I gotta re-download it really quick.
Uh,
Spire extension, because the D&D Beyond has like been working for me every time. After that one time, but
Yeah, after the first time, it's been working perfectly, and then now it isn't.
Well, my question is, does everyone have something for their character? Like, whether it's your phone or whatever? Is everyone like...
oh yeah, for sure.
done? Yeah, it's kind of just my question.
I've just got my browser window with it open, so I'm good on that.
Yep, same. Same. So I think remind me which day this is. Is it in the beginning of the morning? Because do you sleep after
5
meeting?
o'clock in the afternoon is kind of where I ended up.
Oh, okay.
Because I think on this day, the day that we've done so far today was research, set up the meeting, go to the meeting, and then came back is kind of what I have.
That's right. Okay. So I guess like tonight we can. Did we put flyers out? I know we put flyers out to hire people, right? And I think we're going to conduct interviews.
You guys haven't actually secured flyers yet of any sort,
Okay.
but you are discussing like what they're discussing. Yeah, you guys are discussing what positions you even want to hire for, and then there's going to be those flyers and then grand opening flyers. But
Okay, sweet. Yeah, we should definitely hire some people before we start doing grand opening stuff. How do we go about making flyers? I mean, is it? I don't know how Waterdeep does their printing services, but
there's printing services. There's definitely a printers guild.
okay.
It's more about just knowing how
Of
many
course
you
there is.
want. I know that's just so many guilds.
Guild for everything.
Yeah, that's just the
Okay.
how many you want and like what do you want on the information. It's a pretty basic. Assuming you're just doing some basic shit, it won't be too difficult.
Yeah, and I think that maybe while we're out going to do the flyers, we could check with like the pigeons, see if they've heard anything from Gaxley, perhaps. And then let's see. Yeah, if we can do the flyers and stuff. I mean, probably nobody's gonna come knocking about the job today. They might. And then the next day we can go to the isle or the island of despair, Dune.
I love Abby.
Yeah, Isle of the Abbey. Go do that, try not to die, come back, and then have the interviews all bloodied and stuff. That'll be kind of funny. And then maybe... Did we want to open the tavern before we head to Baldur's Gate? or do we want to take care of Baldur's Gate first, and then come back and kind of open the tavern?
Well,
That
as
does kind
is, we didn't have talk from any of the Kalamshan families. We don't know what their plan is regarding the travel, so as
Yeah.
is, we don't even know if we're gonna be able to go till after the opening.
That's true. Okay. So for now, I guess we're just focusing on the Isle of the Abbey and then opening up the tavern. But I think we should get the flyers out there and then hire some people, and then we can make more flyers and figure out what day that we want to open. So, who has money for flyers?
Yeah, I don't think it can be more than a few gold.
Yeah, we can also have criers who go through the streets.
Mm. Oh, I think you know what. Oh, I guess I could say that. I was gonna say we were gonna if we could go to oh my god. I just struggle with his name so bad. The Bard.
Volo?
Volo. Jesus Christ. We can go to Volo and tell him to like make maybe like an entry in his like a newsletter or something about like our grand and opening and that kind of stuff. Help spread the word and such. He's got a loud mouth, so that would help.
Should probably tell Ricky to get ingredients for more than just 50 people then.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know how busy it's going to be, so I always say I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. So I think like we should prep for a lot.
Yeah. Time for like 200.
Yeah. We can also like our first day to ask around the neighborhood and see if like anybody like wants to volunteer, and like maybe we can give them like some type of discount or something like that, you know, like the like our neighbors and everything, you know, come out and help and, you know, set things up and make sure everything runs smoothly and, you know, just greet people, that kind of stuff, and then, you know, get like a little like 20% discount or something, or like neighborly discount in exchange or something like that. Sure, we could do that yet. But I think Cora would definitely try to locate like the printer guild and see if she can print some flyers.
Leaf is there, and he can I can do that as a part of an easy jaunt. Though you might have to send a payment, but I can secure services.
Mm-hmm.
How many flyers are you thinking?
Well, I know Waterdeep is pretty big. I think maybe for the grand opening, like start off a little bit smaller, maybe like in our district and then the district next to us. Just so we don't get like overwhelmed in case like a lot of people come. But maybe like 200 flyers?
I think sticking to advertising in the North Ward is probably the best idea. Both make sure that, exactly as he said, we don't get too many guests, and also it's close enough by that someone's gonna see that and decide that they might take a chance on this new place that just opened up rather than trying to advertise in the Dark Ward, and they're just gonna wonder why they should go all the way across town for some place that they don't even know is good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we're making 200 flyers and then just keeping it in the North Ward, right? think that's where we're at.
Correct. You guys are in the North Ward.
Okay.
Riley, got a shout
Yeah.
out from Robert for your accent.
Ooh. Alrighty.
Is that Rob in there?
Not Rob from Tuesday.
Okay. Oh,
That's our buddy
good.
Robert.
I was gonna insult him, but I'll hold it back.
Oh, no. Insult him. It's fine.
Robert will come into this Discord. Actually, funny enough, I don't think you have access to this one, but it's funny. He's in our Discord hanging out.
Nice. Sweet. Well, since we got the flyers taken care of, what was that? I guess Cora would ask if anybody wants to join her, and then she would kind of make her rounds with the local neighbors and just telling them I guess we don't have like an exact date, but she would just inquire if they're interested in helping. And then exchange they can have, like a neighborhood discount.
It's kind of, we don't have to like hard RP this out. So you go to like some of the, like you've met so many of the locals or the neighborhood. So you're going to go to like the other business owners that we all know and ask them for assistance for the grand opening.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so let's just like, a lot of you have a pretty positive relationship with the like alchemist potion lady. So like, what is it you would want from her? Like, what is it what kind of assistance are you looking for?
I'm mostly looking for maybe giving them a chance to meet new people, like even, kind of further her own business and that kind of stuff, but also helping us out like whenever we need it. I mean, as far as like the cooks need, more ingredients or something like that, or like this table needs to be bussed, and like, go over to those people and tell them that we'll be right with them, that kind of stuff. Just making sure that like the whole function of it is going smoothly.
Go and make a persuasion check at advantage with her.
Okay. Persuasion. Ugh, that's a low roll. It's 12.
12. She very much would like to, but as she kind of like gestures around, she's like, I am also a solo person for my own business. She's like, if you have any needs for like alchemical and stuff, maybe a little pick me up with a potion. She might be able to help with that, but not like a physical stand-in for anything of that sort.
Okay.
But she says, when we shut down, I'll be happy to come over and be a patron for the evening. She's excited
okay.
to see the opening, so she'll at least come in and fill in a seat. See what's happening, be a paying customer. It's just like I kept it quick with her. Like everyone, because you've all had really positive interactions with her. She's helped out with, like the cannolis and such in the past. I can't think of anybody else who would even like sincerely like consider it, right? As like even if like worth making a roll for. You have a good relationship with the private investigator, but he's not exactly gonna go and start bussing tables with you with his personality. Like you could ask, but I'm just like playing it out in my head instead of like RPing out every single one of them.
Yeah, that's true.
It's the only correct me if I'm wrong. There's another NPC you guys can think of, but that's the only person I could think that would maybe even consider it.
Well, I guess like maybe not like the nitty-gritty stuff, and maybe interacting like with guests more. Talking us up and saying try this, try that. Can I like try to find you a seat and that kind of stuff. But
what you do
again,
get
like,
from everyone though is like it's like a business coalition, right? Like any business, anybody walking through the streets is going to be good for anyone. So like, do you guys have flyers? Like they're willing to do advertisement, word of mouth, and spread their own like, hey, there's a big opening in our block, and asking if like you guys are gonna be open during our business hours when the smithy's open and stuff like that. But unfortunately, it's not a positive enough relationship that they'll come in and be like volunteer employees for you for the evening. or even talking people up. But again, there's a general excitement because you guys did do a positive interaction during the festival. The people are going to, everyone's kind of saying that they're going to show up and be there for the grand opening and at least, patronize your new establishment.
That should be fine. I guess I'll withhold the neighborly discount for now. No discount for you.
The Smithies are like, you were to come and help us smack out some armor next week.
Yeah, if you want me to.
You're not supposed to say yes to that, so don't. No.
Yeah. Well, who looks stupid now?
Yeah. Funny enough, not to keep finding reasons for him, but I think this is interesting. We've talked about this. There would be a lot of hesitancy to we don't get the proper license in the right guild. Like if you wanted to help, like you don't have a guild license to be a smith, they don't have guild licenses to be working in a tavern, right? So there would be some hesitancy there also just from stepping on the toes of the guilds.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, that makes it a little bit better.
Oh, the guild's just another sort of them families that we have to pay tribute to just so we can run a business.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bureaucracies like that is how you wind up with a place like Floppy's.
Exactly.
I'll have no more slander against Sloppies.
Well, we don't really exactly need to slander it. It slanders itself.
You hear from the
Why am I
kitchen.
even here with you people?
We're not serving sloppies. You hear from Fricky in the back. You hear like pots being clanged around.
Of course
Ricky,
we're
don't-
not serving it. It's not, why would we buy it and get it shipped over here and it's just gonna get cold and not good?
Never good. Just muffled yell from the back.
Oh, snap. I knew what I was going to do. Okay. I did say that Cora was going to go to her parents' house before they went to the Isle, kind of as like I'm going to do this just in case, something bad happens and I don't come back. And then also, I think, don't we need to secure like a boat to get to the Isle for tomorrow? Or they just have like rent a boat? They got the little paddle boats that we can rent for the day.
They look like griffins, but for some reason in the water.
Yeah.
We haven't actually talked about that, but there's this is an official lore. There's the Griffin, I don't remember the Griffin Patrol, but the higher echelon of like the Waterdeep Guard and the army. There actually are like Griffin standing forces, like Griffin riders. So that's why I say Griffin, but in the water for some reason instead of a water bird.
Now I think about it, as far as like guilds and licensings and everything, the people that we hire, do they have to get their license and stuff? Or is it like automatically, like they go through the paperwork of working here and it's kind of like that?
Yeah, I was stretching it a bit, but like you all have paid for your licenses already to operate a tavern, but every they're gonna have to get food. What is the food service handling certificate? Yeah, they're gonna have to make sure they have that. If you want to be above table, they need to make sure they have that. But does that apply to the front house staff or just the people in the back?
Yeah, this means Cora's got to get her.
I'm not gonna
mask
make
permit.
I'm not going to get that nitty gritty with it. You guys, you kind of had like an overall choice to like try and cut corners to save money, but you guys just kind of like, here's the money for the renovations and all the licenses we need. So currently are covered all that.
Okay, cool. I think Cora would wait until maybe like sunset or dusk until like heading to her parents' house. She doesn't really want to do it out in the open, but just in case someone recognizes her in her clanky armor.
Clink, 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 clink. So I have Leaf at some point going to go get a quote for 200 Now hiring flyers.
hmm And we settled on what, bartender, cook, or more cooks, right? Servers.
Ricky in back's like, I said I was going to take care of that.
Oh, right.
Mm.
Well, I
Yeah,
wasn't
I have
here,
to
Ricky.
leave it all to him.
Okay. Crossing out cooks, so we just need bartender, servers, security. I think I overheard you guys say that we just need to hire intimidating looking people that aren't actually that strong. And then, yeah, we got our sauce cook. I have entertainers question mark, but I think that we're gonna save that one for later.
You do what you want, but you do have the polls ready to go. So it's a you've already invested in that part of the endeavor.
I'm sure. Yep. Yeah, that's I mean, we can definitely do that.
Probably
Maybe
wouldn't be
when
hard to
it
go
starts
find
getting
one.
when it starts like popping, you know.
What'd you
like
say,
on the
Kevin?
weekends.
Probably wouldn't be hard to go find an entertainer out there somewhere who will work for us.
Maybe a bard or something. I'm still trying to figure out why they installed 4 fireman poles.
It's for the busy nights on the weekends. It's more casual during the weekdays. We only use one or two poles.
It's still weird to me that they decided, these fire poles, they go up into our private areas, private quarters. It's a bit of a security risk.
Yeah, that's true. Could you imagine just like somebody climbing up the pole when you're like trying to sleep up there?
Pretty hard to climb
Maybe-
up a sheer pole.
Maybe is there? I mean, there's some strong people out there. Is there a way to like put some latch doors that we can lock from upstairs like that?
Yeah,
Maybe two
lo-
latch doors that kind of have a hole in the middle, and we just lock it.
narrowly step one. I remember you guys getting a fireman spot 100%. Is it connected to the upstairs? Is that official?
Rex jumped through the hole at one point.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so it goes all the way up. Installing a latch system would be a little strange and awkward, but it would be definitely possible. That's a sort of carpentry thing. So yeah, you can have one installed for it.
I mean, it's basically just the same kind of trap door as the one that goes to the cellar. We just need to have a cutout for the pole itself.
That's true.
They are.
Well, now that we have that handled,
They make so many half jokes, and so like, and the stripper pole is real, and then they
all the
discuss if
things
it
are
actually is or not a
we're just
stripper
gonna
pole.
go get a quote on how much the posters are, or did we give him money just to pay for it?
I need to make a decision if he can like manipulate objects.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, I'll allow it. I like the idea of him being able to like
mean,
help with some basic stuff.
Guys can.
Yeah, I'll allow it. Yeah, so in my past experiences, it probably wouldn't be more than 30 or 40 gold at the worst.
30 or 40 gold
At the worst.
for what? Paper? Ugh. Well, Cora has 6 gold, so.
Keep in mind you're asking for a printing service on a quick demand of tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. In my head, I'm just imagining them having like giant printers. I'm sure they have to do something much different.
This is the moment where in every campaign where all the adventurers go, why are we adventuring? We're going to start a printing business because we're going to make money that way. I've got fabricate objects. I'm just going to make paper.
Yeah.
Because the economy does not make sense in D&D, and I will not try hard to make it make sense.
Okay. Well, I mean, Cora can give up her 6 gold if everybody else wants to pitch in. It's hard to do stuff when you're broke.
At least you've been making your money work for you. You've moved your plot a lot with using that gold.
I
That's
think
true.
you mean when you're in debt.
I forgot she took
Hey.
loaners. That's right.
I did. I took loaners. I forgot about it. Damn it.
All right.
Just like in real life. I can't even escape my loans in the fantasy world.
No tax
God
return
damn
can
it.
save you here.
I don't want to play anymore.
Was it like you said 26 gold?
I wrote it down. I owe Graf 175 gold and I owe you 150. You did not say I had to pay you back in interest, so.
I meant for the flyers. How much was he asking?
40 at the max.
Hey, 40 gold at the max. We got 5 people. That's 8 gold a person.
Are you charging Leaf?
My mental math was a bit off there. I don't know. I think Leaf's earned his keep as far as contributions for that.
I allow you all to occupy my former tavern.
Aye, and you don't keep me up in the middle of the night, so I'm glad for that.
No, but I do want you while you sleep. I'm just kidding with you all.
Kind of got that vibe from him, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm gonna be honest, it's a little weird that you don't.
Ooh, who's gonna be more
Mr.
weird,
Graf,
the
are you
guy who's
asking me
watching?
to watch you at night when you sleep?
I'd rather you didn't. I'm just surprised that you don't. And it's just all I'm saying.
I respect your
Graf's-
privacy.
Graf
Trust.
says Uno reverse. I like it when you watch me.
That one pro ZD skit. Don't kink shame me!
All right, so
So
10 gold a
if-
person, but course short.
If
4
I,
gold?
If I put in my 6 gold, then it'll be 11.3 for each of you guys.
I could spot you the bit that you're short.
With 50% interest.
No, I'm not that much of a monster.
Mhm,
25%.
mhm.
So this 4 gold would become 5 when you pay me back.
Okay, alright. So I owe you 180. Perfect.
Alright, so 14 gold away from mine as he throws it into the pot.
This is what I get for trying to be a good person and take care of my parents.
Yeah, you gotta look out for number 1. And I'm number 1.
Okay. Taking out my gold. Perfect.
Guess at some point I'll tell Ricky about how many guests we're gonna have, or hope to have.
Now it's 200.
Yeah, plans changed. 200 for now. I want to come back the next morning and be like, all right, it's 400. 400 now.
Is it always going to be like this?
Hard to say.
You're paying me real good. He kind of walks out and he's like, leave. And he makes the adjustment to 200.
Okay, so now we got Leaf going out there, actually purchasing the flyers. Could we coax Leaf into putting the flyers up as well?
Roll a persuasion check.
Okay. Persuasion. Why aren't you rolling? Roll it. God damn it. Nothing's working for me. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna roll it from my phone real quick. Persuasion. Oh, not 20.
I will.
Perfect.
Any other requests for me before I head out? Very well. He's gone.
Does he make that noise every time he leaves?
Yeah, I hope he doesn't do that once we open.
Might be a little distracting from what the music the birds will be playing.
All right, so we have the flyers going up. We have Leaf paying for them. Hopefully, we have some people. Actually, oh shit! You know what? Did we put like a day to show up on the flyer? Because we're gonna be gone tomorrow. Maybe
2
can we
days.
redact that we put 2? Yeah, okay, 2 days. Yeah, perfect.
Hey, Leaf, we small change to the flyer.
Wait.
It is added.
I just want to hear Nate do his like ghostly exit again.
Small change. We're gonna be here a couple of days from now, but gone tomorrow.
Oh, I'm sorry. We didn't have to RP that out. You guys got that on the flyer.
Oh, too bad.
Okay.
Now you have to exit again.
That's when he's running out of the room. Whatever,
yeah.
whatever
Are
the running equivalent
are
of
you
levitating
all-
through a wall.
Are you all poking fun at my asthma problem? It's what finally lay me low into my grave. I'm cursed with it.
Oh. You died from asthma?
Yes.
That's unfortunate.
Here? You were here when you died?
I was. I put my life and blood and tears into this place. And then
Did you? Well, I know you put blood, sweat, and tears, but did you see what they put in the walls?
he's like,
If he,
I've never
if he
really
didn't
thought
die,
about what
he'd
they
now
put
put-
into the walls. Why do you know something that I'm not familiar with?
Well, there's half the time it's like smoke and irritants.
They
You
put
know, feel like you can't breathe.
they did do some sort of fancy sort of coating on the walls when we built it brand new. Ibistos, some sort of dwarvish covering of the walls.
Did you
It
have any
is.
burning of the lungs or anything painful before you died?
Why, yes, I was. Sorry. I shouldn't laugh about asbestos. I'm sorry. Uh,
yeah.
yes, I did. I found myself with. My asthma got bad and I was coughing up blood at some point. Never went for a doctor as soon as my asthma was getting bad.
Cora kind of like looks around and she's like, kind of has like a concerned look. She looks at the others. They cleared out this place pretty well, didn't they? Right?
Isn't that the whole point of the renovation? To bring it up to standards. I was going to say good and modern, and but standards.
I refuse to die from
From the flake rock poisoning.
yes.
Ooh, I like that. Flake rock poisoning. That's all.
yeah. I mean, a surprising number of people die in their own home or business. Less often from asthma, more from poisoning, stabbings, uh, heart attacks as well, illness. Getting thrown
That
down
is
the
true.
stairs. Lot of options.
At least you died in the comfort of your own home, Leaf.
Are you all saying that perhaps I died from exposure to something?
Yeah, may have
No.
contributed.
He just looks really just kind of sad. He's wrestling with the fact that the thing that he loved and put his sweat and
Anyways.
tears into might have killed him. So fucked.
Yeah, times
could
were
have
different back then.
died from tuberculosis. Maybe it wasn't something in the walls.
Yes. Tuberculosis.
I had a
Right.
cousin of Tiny Tim who died of tuberculosis.
I'm going to go do my deliveries and errands now. He does a sad little ghost sound as he finally leaves.
I was gonna say, I was like, reminds me of that one famous sharpshooter, Rock Holloway, died of tuberculosis. Very sad. It's a fantasy name for Doc Holliday. No, okay.
Died with one friend.
I thought you were going to say
Yeah.
Barther Borgen or something like that.
No.
I've got a plan, Barther.
That was my that was my
just
second
need
name.
10,000 gold taxpayer
need-
money.
Just need more gold.
Gotta get that. We'll
swear.
move the chole. We'll get some.
Yeah, we'll move the Chol. Paradise awaits us in Chol. We just need more coin. Oh man. So I guess with the flyers up and everything the rest of the night, Cora would bite the bullet and go to her parents' house. Under the cover of darkness with her clanky armor.
All right. A moment.
I just spilled coffee all over my shirt.
Cora's that nervous.
God damn it. Just watch this.
That actually does suck.
That's fine. It's the price I pay for caffeine.
All right. So we're not actually using this, but you're like, I'm gonna go see your family. So which one is it? This one? Nope. I have a map.
Bring me the map of the fishmonger house.
I thought why is it maybe this one now?
It's a single shed.
So I just had it, now it's gone. Which one did you end up as? Okay, here we go. It's not lore accurate at all, and I'm not actually using it, but I did try and to find like the shittiest thing I could find real quick.
That's so sad. Is there a lone candle in the window?
It's pretty rough. It's obviously not even made for fantasy, but I think it captures the atmosphere of.
In the ghetto.
Wait, I need to summon you guys, right? Let's see. Player summon.
Oh Jesus! God! Oh, not the burning barrel on the roof with the lone.
The, the fucking machine
I know. I
gun.
love there's a machine gun up there. The
Hell yeah.
Tailspire is a lot like cyberpunk assets
Okay.
too. So I think a lot of people end up using this for like some like cyberpunk and stuff too. But
Is this mapped off of like Rust or something?
I know, right?
It's so funny.
Yeah, but that's the kind of idea of how run down and poor your family is.
Okay. Hey, they got double doors, so there's that. At least they have doors. Oh, it looks terrible inside.
All right. So you show up. Evening time. Sun is setting. What do you do?
Okay, hold on. I gotta take the roof off.
Just so you know, I'm not even using the map. It's just
Oh,
I
okay.
don't have minis or anything for it. It's just for
All good.
wait. Let's make this really bad. Sorry. We're gonna set it tonight.
Oh, jeez. Wow, no. Oh, I like the lone street lamp. That's nice.
Flickering.
Yep. That's actually kind of cool. I like that.
I know,
I love
Okay.
the random light on the ventilation shaft.
Yeah.
This would have been perfect
yeah.
for the mad scientist that you guys met last session.
yeah,
You're like,
true.
we're getting what from who? It's like, this place looks sketchy as
He's-
fuck.
He really lives off the grid. Okay. Yeah, I guess like oh man, I don't think Cora's been this nervous in like a really long time. I don't know, like it's definitely that feeling where it's like, you know, facing your parents after you've hurt them like this badly, and like that's gonna be like probably the hardest thing she's ever done. But yeah, takes a deep breath and hesitantly like knocks on the door.
After a few seconds, Vesha opens the door, peeking like carefully through and out. And she just kind of doesn't even say anything. She just kind of nods and takes you in and just kind of like closes the door, locks it behind you. They're currently in the kitchen. We're cooking dinner. Would you like me to say anything, or do you just want to give him a heart attack?
She said that they were in kind of like poor health, right? Well,
Poor spirits at the very least.
poor spirits. Yeah, that's what I meant. You should probably go talk to them first. This will be hard for them.
She kind of nods. Roll a D100 for me.
A D100?
I'm being very. If you roll a 1, your mom's gonna have a heart attack knowing that you're
Sweet
alive.
Jesus. Okay. Swear to God. 46.
You hear like just muffled talking. It's like I'm not gonna repeat every little moment out, but you hear your sister just kind of like ease and like, I need your attention. We have something very important. Need you to sit down. Here, we need to get the emergency wine. It'll be okay.
Get the
You-
defibrillator while you're at it.
Get the defibrillator. Somebody's here to see you, and it is going to give you a shock. And you just hear say, Cora's alive. And she's in the other room.
I guess she goes by Maveth. They would know her by Maveth.
Oh, yeah, true. Excuse me. Maveth. Thank you.
I forgot to.
And she's in the other room. That's your
Nice.
cue. I'm just, sorry.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought they were gonna come into my room. Okay. Yeah. steps very slowly, and her normal, like, confident kind of straight spine is kind of like bent a little bit and kind of looking like a dog that's in trouble. Walks into the room.
I have a challenge for you.
Mhm.
What do your parents look like?
Okay. So, mother is on the shorter side, a little bit, kind of like a stout, hardy figure. She has like very darker brown, curly hair that's starting to get like, white around like her roots and everything, and even more so um, since Mavis last saw her, and the wrinkles in her face are a little bit deeper. She's a little bit more worn down, but she still has that like very kind look about her face. And then her father is like a little bit taller man. He has like a kind of like a large build, but you could tell like he was very strong in his youth. But like as you get older, you start losing some of your muscle mass. Then he looks like almost like more deflated than he used to be. The very like loud and robust man.
Yeah, I
He's
like.
also graying at the temples.
Tell me if you are okay with this kind of projection of the narrative. Like, it's been a couple years since you've seen them, and though it's been a couple years and they were, getting older in their age as it was, it is that, like, I don't know if you've ever experienced this yourself, but when you see an adult like from your youth that you haven't seen since you were a child in your 30s, and like that grayness to them, that like ashen weathered look to them is just more pronounced. After these just couple years of you being gone, like they've seemed to have aged a lot in the last few years.
Yeah, for sure. Yep, it's like when they hit that like that milestone where you can tell that they've aged a lot, and it seems to happen like in a blink of an eye.
Weight of life lies heavy on their shoulders. And your
Yeah, she
mother
kinda-
just immediately just like gasps, tears immediately, and she just quickly rises from the table, goes right for you. And your father maybe was a little bit more stern, a little bit more not stern, but a little more distant. He immediately gets tears in his eyes and follows immediately behind to give an embrace, and they both just kind of crash into you. And there is a moment where your mother is just like, they're both really just like feeling your face, feeling like you're real, right? In a world where ghosts can and do exist and such. Like, your mother like looks up to you. Are you really alive? Is this really you?
Cora just like nods her head. Yeah, I am. I'm sorry.
Where have you been? Where did you go? Couldn't sit down. Sit. Tell us everything.
Yeah, she just nods. Very carefully sits in the chair. We don't have to roleplay it, but she basically explains everything like within the past couple of years, how the clutches of the church and everything, and how she begged her siblings to leave with her, and they wouldn't. So she thought that the only way for her to escape was to frame her death and stay away, because she was afraid of putting everybody at risk if she had left with bad terms with the church. And then she would tell like her current goal as far as dismantling the church, saving Aaron if she can.
Your father Do you know how many dreams I've had? Of just walking into the little hellholes of the bastards and the monsters who took our children from us. Is this something you're capable of doing now?
She looks at her dad. I guess like in front of your parents, it's you can't really lie to your parents, or at least like I could never lie to my parents. So they see like her her normal, confidence like wavering. She shakes her head. I don't know. I don't know if I can. But I know that I will do whatever I can to stop them and to free Aaron. Even if it means that I leave. For real this time.
Mother, you mean if you die for real this time?
She just nods.
And she is very visibly beginning to become upset. But I'd like to go roll a persuasion check or an intimidation check. I know it's a weird thing, but just your presence of your, will and such. I'm not saying you're trying to scare your parents, but just
Right.
You are an intimidating person on a certain objective level. 13. And your mother is just like, you can't do this. You can't come back into our life. And then Vesha kind of puts her hand on her shoulder. You all didn't want this to happen to us. But it is our place to make sure that the church burns. And May is not acting alone. She's got companions. And from what I can understand, they're very capable. I don't know if they're friends or not, but they killed a whole nother cult here in the city, and they live to tell the tale. They've even fought Aaron and survived. I think there's a chance that they can fucking do it. I'd like to go and make another persuasion check from the help action from your sister.
I have inspiration as well. Oh god, yeah, let me use it. Oh my god.
Wow.
That is what it is.
Your mother is looking at Vesha and looking at you, and she kind of holds and grabs Vesha's arm. You're not going with them, are you? Please tell me you're not also going into the den of the devils. And Vesha kind of looks a little sad. I'm not. And your father kind of looks over at you. And these people that you work with, you really think they can drag you out of it in the end? They won't just leave you behind? Are they friends or are they mercenaries?
Maybe kind of hunches her shoulders a little bit. I believe they're friends. They're not like anybody else I've ever met, especially those in the church. I trust them.
Your mother just releases from Vesha, and she's just looking at you with tears And she is choking up. They're your friends. But we're your family. And you've already died once, and you want to go and die again? We've buried so many children. We buried you. And you want us to bury you again? Why not just stay? Why not just come home?
Because I'm
Please.
selfish. I am selfish. And I want to see them pay for what they did to Ryu. And I can't live in a world where they pose a threat to you, to Vesha, and Aaron. And I know I've put you through hell. And I know I'm going to put you through hell again. But I would rather die than to see any of you harmed 1,000 times over. I am a selfish creature, Mother, and I am sorry for it.
I'd like to roll either persuasion or intimidation check.
Oh, God. I feel so bad intimidating my mother, so I'm just going to keep
Well,
using
just remember, I'm
I
not
know.
saying, but like that fire in you, right? It's not that you're
Yeah.
making them scared, but force of presence is a thing. It's not that you're trying to intimidate them. It's just, and it's either or, right? For me, but I'm not
Right,
saying you're
right.
trying to do a mean or cruel thing, but if you're showing the strength in you, right, and your capabilities,
Yeah, that's true.
that's what I'm thinking.
All right.
Your force of will.
God damn, I just keep rolling low.
Whew. Your mother just sobbing, hands. Your father looks at you. They've taken you from us. And he just turns and walks away out of the room.
She just nods. She has like that typical like Yuan Ti kind of hard look on her face and stands.
Vesha kind of
She
like
puts-
comes over next to you. But go ahead. Sorry, I don't want.
Oh, you're good. Yeah, she puts her hand on her mom's shoulder. I love you. Nothing will ever change that. And I am deeply, deeply sorry. And then she'll just kind of like start backing out of the room.
Yeah, and your mother stands herself and follows your father out, just like barely able to look at you.
Mm-hmm.
Vesha is standing with you. She kind of like gives you a sad look and kind of just like goes to give you a hug if you allow it.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, for sure.
It was a shock for them. I think they understand. I believe in you and your friends. I still remember when
Vesh.
we were children. remember what happened when people hurt us. We all fought for ourselves. When someone wronged the family, when that little bastard of a bully picked on me, gave me a bloody nose, you hunted him through the streets. I know that you need to do what you need to do to find peace. I just wanted them to know, and I know that was hard, so thank you.
Cora just nods. She gets like her eyes like start welling up, and you'll see like the masked half of her face. There's like a tear that like drips like through the bottom of it. I will do everything I can to return and to free Aaron.
And I know you won't have any rest until you do, or die trying. I think they know, but that doesn't make it easy for them. But if you survive, I know through time, they'll understand. Even if they bring our brother back bound and gagged and a little bloodied, he needs to come home and see your parents. I think we all need for them, our parents need to see what we need to see what we've done to our parents. The Colts had gotten their claws into us, and we were children, and we didn't know better, but we're adults now. And we need to see that what we're doing with our choices is doing to our family. He needs to see that, just like you did tonight.
She nods. I will bring him back, willing or not. I owe that to our parents. I have to go. If I don't reach out in a couple days,
I know where you live now. I'll knock on the door before I assume anything.
okay.
Just don't run away without telling us. Again. If you fake your death, I will find you and I will hunt you down.
I will try not to.
She kind of gives you another sisterly hug. Good luck.
Cora leaves. She has like her back straight, confident steps as she like walks away, and she makes it like a couple blocks before she has to like kind of lean on a building a little bit. She feels like that heartache of hurting her parents and seeing like the disappointment and like the sadness in their face that hits her harder more than anything.
I'll give you a little bit of curveball here.
Mm-hmm.
This is you've gone through this experience before. I'm gonna pitch something at you. It doesn't have to happen.
Mm-hmm.
But as you're kind of like walking through the streets, seeing your parents, seeing those just raw emotions, like you're wrestling with your own fears, your own regrets, your paths forward. And I like to imagine Cora as a whirling thunder a storm inside of her that she's just always trying to keep, and all that anger and pain that she's experienced, both emotionally and physically. And there's just that swirling inside of her, and that maybe some anger, not saying it's anger, but just that fire inside of her. And somewhere in that fire, it kind of can calcify a little bit, harden a little bit. And through her last few years of her travels in life, she's experienced, these abilities, what we call paladin, but it's not from gods, it's from her own, somewhere inside of her. And now there's this kind of new flame there, a new part of herself that she's never really touched before. And it's burning. I think you know what I was dishing there. So
I think as she's leaning against the building and everything, she like feels that inner fire. She kind of like rubs her chest a little bit before she like thinks about all the things that she's gonna need to do in the future, and the hard decisions that she's gonna have to make and has already made, and the promise, like the vows that she's made to herself and to her sister. And I think she's gonna embrace that inner fire and then mutter to herself, "Whatever it takes."
You want to give us a little bit of flavor with like an effect?
So I think like with her paladin power, she always had that kind of lime green glow about her whenever she used them, and I think this lime green would kind of maybe darken a little bit, and instead of almost like a radiant, it like turns into like a flame.
Flames burst there on the streets of Waterdeep. Do you want to tell everyone above table, or do you want to keep it as a surprise more? Milk it.
I think I'm going to develop it a little bit more.
Okay.
And then reveal it.
Okay, cool. I also know that I sprung that on you, so but it felt natural in the
it.
moment.
You know I love that. And then yeah, she slowly makes her way back to the tavern. Dealt with the disappointed parents.
Now we just gotta get through the disappointed cousins and your disappointed aunties, and we're just gonna have every episode we have an emotional "I'm not dead" moment with Cora and her lost family members.
I deserve it. No, that was awesome.
All right.
And a part of me actually really loves those low rolls because it's
that was interesting. Yeah.
Different. Yeah, so interesting.
Having to now like kind of go through with what you're doing. No, you don't have like the approval of your parents. That's rough.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's wild.
You know, I like to suffer.
Oh, I know. That's why I'm okay. Like I know. Like it's like she wants to fail. Do you have any questions or anything? Okay.
Nope.
All right. Cora left for the evening. What is the rest of you guys doing for the evening? Anything fun?
I wanted to extend a hand of employment, or at least an offer, to some old rough and tough guy I used to know in the dock ward.
Ooh. And what
as
is
our bouncer? Like I envision him as being our bouncer. Right, because he's both extremely, I guess, burly and football like player, linebacker, large, like you would want in a bouncer. But
let's
also really witty.
Yeah, let's unpack that a little bit there. So it's like somebody you used to know in the docks, a Ruffin type. Maybe he is an ex-guard too, or a Waterdeep Guard member. Somebody who, maybe had an issue like with drinking or substance abuse or maybe rage or anger. And so like he got unceremoniously like kicked out of the guard. Maybe like not a little bit before Zaba went through what she went through. And so like you guys kept in touch and you kind of know where he's at. Do you like what I'm kind of fleshing there?
Absolutely. That's where I was going.
Yeah. So I love touching into this. So you like go down to the docks and you like are asking around. We see little vignettes of wait, it's daytime on this one. I need to make it nighttime for atmosphere. Oh, wait a second. Okay. I just noticed spacebar was something I used in the Tailspire, and it was muting some stuff there. Not that not just for my own shits and giggles atmospheres at night as your kind of the evening is setting and you've been, knocking on familiar doors, familiar faces, asking around. Do you have a name for this person? Could be a nickname. It could be a name. There's no right or wrong answer. I can come up with one if you need, but
Come up with something.
okay. Hardest part of D&D as a DM or a player is when someone asks you, like, what is their name? You're like, Billy. Billy. Just give me a second. I'll try and I don't want to just do something like Billy. We'll get something in. Let's see.
What is our bouncer's name? Because I want him to have like a lot of character and be almost jolly. He's like Santa Claus that will fuck you up.
His
mall
nickname. What'd you say?
Said so a mall Santa?
A mall Santa, yeah. We can call him the Jolly Giant or something like that, and like call him Jolly. But also, it was also a ironic nickname for some of the things he would do in the Force. Does that sound like a vibe? Like his name is Jolly.
Great.
Maybe not Jolly Giant, but they call him Jolly.
Jolly Roger.
Jolly
His
Roger.
name's Roger, so they called him Jolly. I think that's good.
If he's laughing, you're actually in danger. No, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, it sounds like he wanted to be cracking jokes, so maybe that's too dark for him. Robert in chat, it's like Klaus. Clowse, Klaus. But yeah, I like Jolly. So what is Jolly doing? He, as you kind of ask around, like looking for Jolly, he should be in the area. He used to work for the guard, and people are pointing in the right direction. Do you want me to take the reins, or do you have an idea?
You take it.
I'm imagining you go to like a really shitty dive bar, right? And he's a bouncer there. But it is shit, right? As you walk up, it's literally there's a lot of ruckus coming out of it, dock wards, so sailors and such. And you see that as soon as you walk up, Jolly is in the street, fisticuffs, with also like a beater bat, just like trying to get some sailors out. And he's like kicking them out into the streets. I fucking told you, no fucking blades. If I get cut by one of you motherfuckers one more time. And he kind of looks up and sees you. And he's like, smiles. Zaba! And then as he says that, he like just takes his club and just whacks it across one of the sailors' like faces, like nasty little crunch. And he just kind of like then like walks past him as they're like groaning in the filth of the streets. And he walks over and gives you a big giant. Do you allow it? A big giant hug?
Yeah. Yeah.
He's like, Zaba! Hey! What's been forever? Well, I mean, he's like holding, he's like, let me look at you. Whoa, what the fuck is that sword? Is that the sword you've always had? I don't remember. Set you down. Have you killed anybody lately? What are you doing here? You shouldn't be here. This is bad business. This place sucks. This place is a shithole. All of you are a fucking shithole. Your shit, the owner's shit. I quit. Where are we going? What's he doing? We want to get a drink? Let's not get a drink here. I'm tired of it. Look at this. I got stabbed again. That's the third time this week. How you been?
Well, Jolly, that makes me your goddamn savior.
Mm-hmm. You got a job?
Because
Well,
I know of a better place we can go. Both
anywhere.
to have a chat, or even longer.
Anyone's better than this fucking shithole. And he goes over and he kicks one of them in the crotch, and one of them as a little parting gift, and he spits on him, fucking stabbing me. These pieces of shit. Where are we going? What's the job?
I'm taking them to the Troll Skull Alley.
Kicking in doors? Or kicking doors? Merc work?
I'm actually in personal entrepreneur business. And I'm
Zaba, you're opening a tavern? Bullshit.
yeah.
Bullshit, you're opening a fucking tavern.
Guess I've got a whole crew of I guess you could call them business partners.
Is there booze? It's a tavern, right? Is there booze?
It's a what?
It's a tavern. Do I get booze? First order of
Oh,
business.
plenty of booze. Oh,
Free
yeah,
drinks?
yeah, plenty of booze. For you, up to a limit per day. Yeah, maybe.
One keg.
I get you get your first drink per day is free.
Keg a day. Small keg.
Okay, good.
Small keg. One of the baby kegs a day.
You never changed. You never changed.
You've changed a lot. Business owner Zaba. I would never believe it. No one in the fucking God would believe that you're opening a fucking tavern up. I thought you'd be out there doing like merc work, venturing, getting into some nasty business with some nasty folk out there. But no, opening a business. What's the name of your business?
Well, the name of the tavern is Troll Skull Alley.
Troll Skull Alley. Man, it's alright. Could use some more pizzazz or something. I don't know. Troll
I
Skull
suppose
Alley.
right before the grand opening, if there is a time to change it, now would be the very best time.
Wait a minute. He kind of takes his big meaty hand and kind of like puts it on your shoulder and looks at you very seriously down at you. It's a fucking alley. Where are we going in Waterdeep?
Oh, it's in it's the north something, right? The northeast, the north rend, the north.
The North Ward?
No, it's kind of the really smaller one. I don't think it's the main north ward.
You're not going out into the... You're not opening a fucking den out into fucking... There's a name for it, but Nate doesn't remember. But I say this with love. The slums outside the fucking walls, are you?
I'm fucking bad with directions, Jolly. This city spins me right around. So I think if we just make our way that way, we'll certainly get to where we're trying to go.
I don't mind fucking cracking some skulls for you, throwing some drunks out on the street. Am I gonna get stabbed in your fucking alley? That's my question. Alley's giving me these kind of I'm gonna get fucking mugged vibes. Some fucking idiot bloke's gonna try and jump out and give me a fucking stab while I'm just walking minding my own business back to and from work. Is it that kind of alley?
No, in fact, we actually aim to have clientele a bit more high class than what you'd find here in the dock ward.
Okay. All right. That's what I needed to hear. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. All right. Take me to this Troll Skull Alley.
All right.
You guys have hired Jolly.
Hell yeah. I like Jolly.
And so Zaba walks in. I'm assuming you've got everything was happening at once, so Corey, you could be there. And behind him is a big human. I don't think you said like a certain species or race like that. So it's just like a big burly human, hairy arms. He's got a little bit of dried blood on his side, and he's got this like beater bat like on his hip or whatever. And, his clothes could be washed or whatnot. He walks in. He's like, "Well, this is your new place, eh? Who are these? These look like mercs."
Well, these are my business partners.
Oh,
Everyone, this is Jolly. He's an old friend. He's gonna be working for us.
nice to meet you all. And he kind of walks over and he kind of like looks you up and down like, "You're a little one, but I look like you could probably slit some throats or two. Mm-hmm. What the fuck is that on your side?" He's like looking at you, Hillshire's like, "What the fuck is that?"
What, my bag?
No, that little thing there. It's on a hip.
Ah, the dagger.
No, not the fucking. I know the fucking dagger. It's not a dagger. That little weird little shit on your side. Is that like a lighter or something? What the fuck is that?
I guess it could be. It's a firearm. You've never seen one?
Firearm. That's what we'd call fucking cigarettes. I don't know what a fucking firearm is.
Cigarettes are you smoking that are as long as an arm?
I'm saying I've heard of fucking cigarettes, but I'm saying you're saying it's a fucking cigarette. But it's not a cigarette. Obviously, it's not a cigarette.
No, it's like a wand.
Oh, a wand. So you're like a spellcaster, then, huh? Do you like to pull out some? What's your favorite spell?
Oh, so it is. It's gun.
Gun. Never saw no gun in the guard before. None of the spellcasters cast gun. What is gun like?
Well, later tonight, maybe we can go outside and I'll show you. Keeps the property value down.
Keeping the property value down. So, okay, he kind of turns Zaba. Zaba, is he gonna try and fucking stab me in your alley?
No, he's all right.
All right. Oh, excuse me, miss. I didn't realize there was a lady present. My name is fucking Jolly. What is your name?
He's like, my name's fucking Jolly. She's not in like the best mood, so she seems pretty reserved. Cora.
You alright? Zaba, is Cora going to fucking kill me? She looks like she could burn my fucking eyes out with her eyes right now. She looks not very happy. She always looked like this.
She's probably the least likely to.
Oh. He kind of turns back to Graf. You're the most likely, aren't you?
For the right amount of coin.
For the right amount of coin. Well, how about this? If anybody tries to pay you to kill old Jolly, I will not pay you back, but I'll go down kicking and fighting. But please let me know ahead of time so I can know who to kill before, or something. I'll curse him when I go down dying. How about that?
How about this? Anyone offers to pay me to kill you, let's work together and get their gold the other way.
I like that. You said you're doing a business. These look like mercs, Zaba. Looks like mercs. And I guess you're all my boss now. So I'll watch my fucking language with you all. Miss Zaba has promised me at least a keg of beer for working as your bouncer.
Cora her head like whips around. You promised what?
And Jolly's using like a big hand. He's like, she promised me a keg of beer a day. Ale, mind you, and the good shit, not that piss shit coming out of that fucking little piece of... What is the beer even like up here in the North Ward? Any good breweries?
Yeah, there's one that Sloppy's works with. It's pretty good.
How many times you got to mention that name around me?
Sloppies. Places. It's a shithole, but it's a fucking fun place to go. Oh man, I'm always fucking dying from laughter when I'm in there. They're like, what the fuck do you want? I'm like, I don't know. What the fuck do you want? And I'm like, give me some bread. And they're like, we don't got bread. And they bring it and put it in water. I like to be verbally abused, so I like going there. Food's terrible, though. Terrible.
Yeah, I just find that Sloppy's is nice because it's the one place that the staff get to abuse you back if you're abusive to them.
I like it. It's a gimmick. Right?
Hey, it's a bit more fun that way.
Yes.
You're talking shite to people who send it right back at you.
I like it. A lot of people these days, they don't know a good shite joke, right? You're like, I'm putting the shite on you. I'm just not trying to rile you up, mate. I want you to fucking send it back to me, right? What was your name? He's talking to you, Graf.
It's Graf.
Graf knows what I'm
Graf
talking
holds
about.
out his hand.
Yeah, big old meaty hand come down for you. Nice to meet you. Don't need to call you bosses or misters or misses, do I?
It'd feel weird.
Zaba, do I listen to all of them?
Yeah, I'd say it. We're all equally of authority.
Equal partnerships? Democratic?
Something like that.
All right. Am I hired? I'm hired. Where's the booze? He kind of walks over and he goes behind the counter. Oh, there's a keg. And he goes over and starts helping himself.
Oh my god. He's our security.
Yeah, good old Jolly Roger.
And this guy's gonna stop people from stealing stuff?
Oh yeah, he'll probably do it before they even do it. He I guess you could say he knows the type.
Yeah, he had me pretty spot on. Also, that history check was for Graf to try and remember, Jolly Roger. That sounds familiar. Because in real life, Jolly Roger, flag for pirates and all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I heard some stories about Jolly Roger. Pretty strong bloke, if I remember correctly. A real good sailor.
I've never been on the seas in my life. He kind of yells out from the back. My name's Roger,
Are you sure
and I'm
about that,
Jolly.
or were you paid? What was yours?
No, my name's Roger, but everyone calls me Jolly. Only Zaba can call me Jolly Roger, alright?
Are you sure you've never been on the seas on your life, on the seas in your life, or is it just that you've been paid in enough booze to forget?
He kind of eases into a stool and like this big old mass of a man. He's got his like tanker and he's like sipping it. You bring up a good point. But when I'm sober, I get seasick. So if I try to get drunk on the high seas, I'd fucking throw up everywhere probably, and then probably remember it. But there's always a chance I
Hey,
got
they're
really,
welcome.
really shit-faced and forgot that I get seasick and went out on the ocean. I do sometimes wake up with new scars and blood on me. Don't know where it came from.
Hey.
Hey. This ale's pretty good. I'll give that to you.
Cora's kind of like eyeing him. Is he going to drink his... Is he going to drink all the beer?
And apparently he's been promised a keg.
Oh my god, look. He's got an octopus.
It's like a chef thing, but he is a burly dude, so I thought it was still pretty good for a jolly. And he's got like a mad kind of smile on his face too, which I like.
Very well. It will give me incentive to find a brewer. I think, yeah, because she was gonna, Cora was gonna like look into getting like a good brew going for the tavern and everything. But
Word.
that's all he wants to be paid with is in beer.
Oh, going to. Man.
Oh, okay.
Me and Zaba will get all that figured out.
Okay.
You got room for me to stay here, Zob?
You need housing too.
Yeah, it'll just be convenient. Negotiable. I got a place down in the docks. It's a long walk like that. But, you know, if you don't got a space, you don't got a space. But it's a pretty nice, pretty big building you've got here.
Zaba, did you just hire some homeless guy at the dock ward?
I did not hire a homeless guy in the dock ward. This is an old friend who goes way
Jolly,
back.
where do
who's
you
got-
live?
And a shithole in the docks.
We all turn to look at
Just
Zaba.
gotta look at Zaba, yeah.
Hey, I'm not homeless. I got a shithole. I'm not gonna claim it's some fucking beautiful place or anything like that. It's just some noise. It's a shithole and it's far.
Well, so this guy's got a better sense of, I don't know, just a second sense. I mean, he can basically tell the future.
Hmm.
So when trouble happens, he's always first to be on it.
Oh,
Now,
I'm
I wouldn't
sensing.
have anybody else besides him, my bouncer.
I'm sensing some trouble in your near future, mates. He kind of turns and looks behind the counter. Pretty sure that keg over there is going to be empty of beer by the end of the night. That's going to be a problem.
Right. Yeah. As Graf tries to pet Zaba on the like shoulder, but he's just way too tall. Well, you know, I hope you know those kegs are coming out of your share.
That's fine. That's fine.
Do I got the job?
Yeah, I've got no problem with it.
Hey!
Yeah.
That's
But we don't
two.
necessarily need you until we open.
We don't want someone to. People might be with burglars are trying to break in the next 2 days.
I suppose you can stay for the next few days, but your pay doesn't start until you actually start working. We'll provide shelter for you and
I
our
will provide
beer.
my services.
I lean in and say, how about this, my friend?
Mm-hmm.
How about you? I hand him some money and I say, how about you go stay a few nights at that place right across the street? And I just want you to keep your ears and eyes wide open
Mm-hmm.
at the staff there and what they're doing, and especially the owner. Just look for anything suspicious. Got a weird feeling about that tavern, man. So,
Oh, you're talking about that pub you pointed out on the way back.
yeah.
Competitive business it is, eh? Mm-hmm. Do you want me to start a fight over there?
Yeah, it's very
Very inconspicuous.
I'll start a fight. You want me to be inconspicuous?
Hey, just act like it's been a long day at the docks.
I can do that. I can't be inconspicuous, but
You'll blend right in.
Okay, I'm gonna go get drunk. Thank you. Thanks, Albo.
Enjoy.
And I said to myself, he's singing to himself as he goes.
Yeah, as soon as he's closed the door behind him and gone, Graf will pipe up. Actually, Cora, we might be able to use him while we're gone. You know, for the Abbey.
What are you suggesting?
Just that he be the one to stay here and keep an eye on things while we're out and about. Just because the place doesn't open for a couple of days doesn't mean that we don't need security.
I do see logic in that. Do you think he would be fine with the beer that we have here for the next 2 days?
Seemed to help himself just now.
He didn't seem to have any problem with it, yeah.
How
Granted,
much
he
is there?
strikes me as the kind of... Graf is gonna go over and, like, check that keg, assuming he didn't take it with him. You are
He did-
muted, Nate.
He did not take the, or he did not drink all of the keg. He just took one draft, and he did not try and steal the keg.
It's still got most of it in there. I'll go to the cellar and check the rest of our stock real quick.
Your stock is gone. He drank all of it. No, I'm just kidding. No, he never left your site. So I don't know if you're actually checking it for him or if you're checking it for like your own just practical business purposes, but he never left your
Just
site.
business purposes, to know, like, quote-unquote, how many days of pay do we have for him.
Plenty.
Okay. Good enough for me.
Yeah. The narrative is like he's demanding all this booze, but like mechanically I'm not punishing you guys for giving him like free booze while he works, essentially.
Yeah.
Narratively, like,
Alright,
I think we have enough.
Alright, well, I'm pretty sure we got enough for him.
That's the thing. I would trust the man farther.
Then
You
you
know.
can throw him.
Well, you'd have to lift
I
him
trust
first.
him a lot. I trust him a lot.
How far exactly can you throw him?
Not at all. But I would. I trust the man with my life. So I think I would rather have no one else at that front door. There's gonna be trouble. I'd want him there.
Very well. I suppose he can stay until we open.
That'd be good.
I mean, we still do have that spare room if he ever drinks enough to pass out.
I'm going to retire for the night.
Leaf does return, by the way.
After leave.
For the 200 flyers, it was a total of 20 gold. So here's the remainder of your business funds.
Okay, so it was half the price that we thought it was going to be.
That's why he said at max 40. It came out to be
So
a
much.
gold per tin.
It was 20 gold? Divided by
20 gold remaining.
four. Alright, perfect. Give me my 1 coin back.
Yeah.
And then I don't owe Graf that extra 5. Thank you.
And I also went about the North Ward and opportune places and put up some flyers. Or the flyers. Actually, no, I don't think the timeline here. No, he would be doing that tomorrow. Like, he secured the services, but they'll print them through the night, then I'll do it in the morning. So I will go through in the morning and put the flyers up. Also, I've got the orders in for the chef, Ricky. We should have all of our supplies for him to get cooking tomorrow. We're preparing. He's gone.
God. Jesus.
All right, so
Right.
tomorrow is I Love Abby.
Hmm. I suggest you all get your sleep. We will have our challenges tomorrow.
Yeah, I need to go and find a couple of my cousins for the server jobs.
To be fair, Graf, you could have done that while Cora and Zaba are doing their thing. Do you want to do that? Or, and then they can
Yeah.
show up if you find your cousins or whatever it's we're about to do?
Yeah, for now it's just like, oh, I told them to be here by now.
Yeah.
Flashback to-
Flashback to, yeah. Do you want to start setting the scene for me, or what do you want? What do you want from me? What do you want from me? That's here it is. What do you want from me, Graf? I told you never to come back around here again. Oh.
Hey, look. All right. Susie, I know you and John have had, we've had some problems, but I've come here with an offer that.
Oh,
I
yeah? Is it as
genuinely
good as your
would
last
like.
offer you brought by? It was terrible. Terrible. We almost got killed, Graf. Ugh.
At least this time, that's not a risk. For the most part, we actually have good security this time.
Mm-hmm.
Zaba tells me that the guy she thought was that she's thinking of for it is real good and will be available. But short and sweet, right? We saved some pauper's life. He gave us an old tavern, basically, and
Yeah?
we're looking to reopen it. And we need people to act as servers.
Service, huh? Okay. Well, Graf, let's talk about how last time you hired me for a job and somehow I got in debt to you through that.
God damn it, Graf.
1 sec, I'm gonna roll deception because Graf is gonna try and hide the fact that that's a good memory for him. He's
Gonna
kind of
gaslight it.
chuckling to himself. That
Maybe a
is
gaslight check.
yes, 11 on the deception roll.
You're like,
I don't
it's
know.
gonna be an easy job. What'd you call me, Scoozy?
Susie,
Susie.
look, I know you,
I could
you,
hear it was
Susie,
Susie.
and John have had some problems in us, but yeah. Look, last time it was it was a fluke, I promise. All right, this one's actually different. This one's not a job with air quotes. It's actually a job, like payroll. We pay taxes. All that is shite.
You're gonna pay taxes? Graf is gonna pay taxes. John, did you hear
All right,
this?
you
And
got
then
me
John
there.
sticks his head out. He's like, "You're gonna pay taxes? That's the most bullshit thing you've ever said to us, Graf."
Graf is gonna do the when the Walter White. You got me.
Me.
But no, seriously, it's a real job. Like, just acting as a server. We got someone else to do security. If you'd feel more comfortable with a dagger by your side, all I ask is you don't stab any good customers.
Mhm.
And as long as the place is making enough money to stay profitable, the pay is at least pretty good.
How much we talking about?
Yeah. Graf makes a big show of doing the mental math. A gold a person per week. So for the two of you, 2 gold a week total.
We get to bring the kids. They can help. And the kids get paid too. Like 4 little heads. Ding, 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 ding. Hey, look, it's Cousin Graf. We haven't seen you forever. Cousin Graf. And then all these little kids come running out and stuff. We need help too, Cousin Graf.
Hey, but the kids are gonna have trouble lifting stuff and helping out, and 5 silver a head for the kids.
And we do it under the table. None of this payroll tax bullshit. I don't want the fucking Waterdeep government coming for my money.
Graf is gonna do the uncle or whatever, the lifting one of the kids up, set him on his knee. Of course, we're paying ye under the table. You don't know those child labor laws that I'd have to skip by just to hire you.
Under the table! Under the table! Fuck the Pope! Oh, no, maybe not the Pope. Fuck the tax man! Fuck the tax man! All right. When do you guys open this up, Graf? What are we opening up? What's happening?
So, it's in the North Ward. Area is called Trollskull Alley. The place is Trollskull Manor. We're supposed to be open in, I believe, 3 days. So, we're going to be out of town tomorrow. So, the day after tomorrow, we're expecting to be there. I would like for you guys to be there just to get the feel for the place. Let us know if there's anything specific you need. All that fun stuff.
You're gonna be out of town tomorrow? All day?
We're already going to have security covering that.
Mm-hmm. What are you doing?
Let's just say that I'm the one that's going to be risking my life on this one.
Risking your life, eh? Okay. And we have
It's
the
for a
address
good
for you,
profit, though.
too. And there's no need for us to go over there and get things kind of prepped up for you. No, get a lay of the lands before the great opening, seeing where where the stuff's coming from, get to know the other staff, any soft runs tomorrow. You sure you don't need us over there tomorrow?
No, not tomorrow. Day after, though. The place is still going to be closed, but
Mhm.
that's when I want you to stop by and meet the others that are going to be the co-owners as well as the other staff.
Okay, day after tomorrow. Okay, but if we have nothing going on tomorrow, maybe we'll just go knock and see what's going on. You know how important it is to us to know the other people we're working with, because sometimes you have a bad habit of hiring some pieces of shit who try and rob us.
It was only the twice.
Mhm.
And second,
Third time's the
only-
charm.
I'm only responsible for hiring you. So, if anyone's a shitheel over there, then that's not my fault.
All right. spits in their hand.
Ah, the old family handshake. As Graf does the same. And
Can we bring the raccoons with us?
oh, they might
They're
be
family.
friends with the possum that I found.
You have a. The kid's like, you've got a possum, Uncle Graf or Cousin Graf. Oh, we want to meet him. We want to meet him. Yeah. We gotta bring
Hey,
Racky and
I
Nuki and.
ain't got a possum, but he's one of the nearby wildlife that I made a deal with. As long as he plays by his side of the rules, he gets some of the trash. He
Yeah,
gets
we gotta
first
deal
dibs,
with
by
some
the
of
way.
our
You
raccoons.
gotta
and-
be.
Yeah, go ahead.
The possum gets first dibs on the trash, by the way. The raccoons have to deal with it.
Oh no! Now we're gonna have to do a negotiation with the raccoons and a possum for the trash pickings. Oh my goodness! All right, we'll talk to him. We'll talk to him.
You know what I don't get? If Graf has an accent, why doesn't his cousins?
They're cousins.
Yeah, I mean they all came from the same family though, right?
Yeah, Graf's the one with the speech impediment, not us.
You sure about that? You sure about that?
I'm not about to try to do some fucking bloody fucking rolling side fucking talking something to him. That probably would have been really good for them to kind of do some kind of brushing into it or just like you don't fucking understand the fucking what they're saying. That I suppose would have been a really good fit for him. Maybe I'll dig into that later. Okay.
Yeah.
The-
You sound like freaking Mikey from Snatch.
Yeah, I was gonna say the
Mikey.
gypsies. Yeah,
The Mikey.
you got something in
Yeah.
front of me. See, you got some fucking.
Me ma, she wants a caravan, paravehicle.
How about this? What you all heard as the translation of their conversation, but when you all meet him, it's gonna be actually a fucking paper you're fucking having a fucking hair coloring. Grab okay, it's nice to meet you, Michelle. Well, you're very good for you, fucking hiking. Fucking not around the vacuums indicators, the little heads will be fine with that again. They'll get your hands and things for watching. You're the one that brought this up, so I'm just gonna remember.
I know.
Everyone remember,
That's so funny, though.
Lauren's the one that said it. Hey, look at this! I can fucking have it. Little kids running around scared.
You're a big fucker, aren't you?
You're a big fucker, aren't you? I haven't seen that movie in forever.
It's so funny. No, I want to do an Irish accent. Damn it!
You like
Suddenly
Nick?
It's
Corbin
real.
has an accent.
Oh man.
It's a real fun accent. I'd recommend it. It's the
I've done
Southward
one
accent,
before.
of course.
Yeah, I can't. I think I played a warlock that was like an Irish like, little shithead. It was fun.
I got
Oh my god, that's like your family.
There's the kids.
Great, perfect.
I got three voices. I got my normal voice, I got my Irish voice, and I got my Scottish voice. Irish for Graf, Scottish for Turk.
It'd be so funny is like if the little kids act as like security for us like while we're gone. They look like so innocent. Someone tries to rob the place and they all like take out switchblades.
Don't you really have to say that? No, we can't tell everything. Whoever comes in here, we're gonna fucking stab them and we'll give them a little one. See if they didn't give up to them.
They whip out the dagger. Drop it, you fucker!
We fucking so we got tit. There was a lot coming here. Raccoons are like.
You'll never take me alive.
You'll never take me alive. That's funny. Sweet. I'm glad we got what were you hiring them for? Servers?
Hey, the small ones are probably gonna just handle the dirty dishes and such.
Okay, little bussers. Gotcha. Perfect.
We do no say fucking fucking places. We're gonna make the fucking kitchen garden. We're gonna be out there roaching everything and hanging with the raccoons and fucking in the trash.
Right.
Oh,
and
and
you're
if
going to be
any-
taking people's orders, right?
Yeah, fucking we're taking the orders with pilots. We're taking the fucking orders.
I don't mean to be rude, but how are the customers going to answer the questions if they can't understand them?
Oi, Susie, John. what you need to do is try to have a more northern word accent. Try to limit the southern word. I know it's going to be, it's our culture, but it's important for the business.
Are you fucking coming after my fucking culture?
It's our culture.
Yeah, that's what fucking say. You come up in here and you walk talking one of the big of a Saturn right in town coming in here, Graf.
You people.
I ain't fucking taking no fucking things from these people. I'm thinking bad of this because we're fucking talking. Thinking, why don't you all want to talk to properly, eh?
Well, if you want some coin from me, then you're gonna have to follow my rules. And that's my rule.
We'll try and talk normal like these people up here. These fucking I don't know about this graph, but we're going to be positive to everyone else on there. You know, got the southern side coming up in here and a little bit to give us a little bit of business, eh?
Hey, look, we're here and the kids. It's gonna be. Graf does the math. Let me roll a deception check because he's going to say it's going to be 3 gold a week. You know,
Go for it.
9. That I'm
It
going to
was-
say that's probably low enough.
Hey, the fucking 3 gold a week. Is that a 2 gold, 4, 7, 8, 8? That's a little bit more than that. I mean, then my mouth comes out. It's about 3 gold. 2 silver, huh?
All right, it's 4 gold a week. All right.
How many of you?
Wait.
What? Go ahead.
I
say
say
it.
week. It's going to be a 10-day. Yeah.
Yeah, 10 day, yeah.
Yeah, it's 4 gold a 10-day. All right.
Yeah, all that. So how many of you fucking twats have been putting debt to button for graph here?
And after you've been here for 3 months, I'll wipe away the debt. All right. Debt's on hold when you start, and it's gone after the 90 days.
2 months.
2.5. That's my final offer.
2 and 1 week. That's 4.5.
2.5.
Fuck off. God, fucking graph second fucking Seb over there. He's got a gave job for you. We've got the fucking job for him. No, coming on fucking out of them fucking 5 gold pieces. Nice place you got here, very love. It's a pretty good pay more now. Hey, get out of that! Get Burton goes. Parents go grab the kids and they're like scrambling or something. Like, they're going over there. Look at
Oh, he calls out. And the chef's bit particular. Make sure to keep the kids out of his way.
Oh, you'll be there, motherfucker. Again, we're going to be there with the cooking in there. Oh,
I'm starting to feel like I'm the only one taking this place seriously. What are the kids' jobs gonna be? Huh?
Listen. That'll be the one to take the dirty dishes to the sink and wash them and make sure that they're put up nice and proper like. They'll handle the trash. You know, all the behind the scenes shite that is not dealing with the customers. Oh, and then if an inspector comes in and asks about the child labor, this is a family business. It's allowed under the law. And they're not being paid because that would be child labor laws.
I'm going to bed.
Sounds like a good idea.
I love Hillshire's just like such dry, like little comments. Yeah, Cora also says she's going to bed as well. She turns at like the last moment, looks at Graf. Keep them out of the beer. Please.
Of course, of course. We can't have them getting into the product we're meaning to sell.
Don't you worry about that thing, then, Wolf. KJs, they know no drinking on the job, right? They wait that for after hours work, okay?
Wait, kids ain't gonna have the alcohol here. We got nice drinks for them.
Not on the clock,
we
eh?
will
Which
anyway,
have
once we're open.
yeah, no on the clock. But maybe a little wood for them to take home with them.
All right, Susie, Jack, you can have a little bit. Not much, because you're gonna be working, but just a little.
They don't want kids to get in trouble. What? They're getting to the one there. They're fucking fighting everywhere, man. They're getting fucking day. What kids get them down? Now, we'll wait till we got home for them to get some drink. But is my name John or is it Dick?
I'm gonna be honest, I forget every now and then.
I
I'm gonna go
wrote
with John.
down John. The name's John Jack. It's just service. Nice to meet you all, you lovely people. I'm going to call him John Jack.
Oh, Jacob.
Jingle on it? Smitty, get your horses out of the Bowie kitchen. Stop waxing that nice Dragon Ball man in the back, huh? Sorry. Yep. One name is now Jingle.
Everyone's getting tired. It's time for ye to get home.
Yeah, nice place, y'all. Go ahead. Thank you for opening your door to me and my family. We'll see you all in a couple of days. Not tomorrow when you're off in your important business, eh?
Can I roll an insight check? Because Graf is pretty sure that this is like, oh, well, you're not going to be here tomorrow. We can sneak in and start taking stuff. But
Yeah, you'll roll yourself out there for insight check, eh?
Nat 20 for a total of 25.
They're
Shit.
definitely thinking about just sniffing around when you guys aren't here to see what's going on. Whether or not they're going to steal anything, well, they might just see what's happening while you guys aren't here to get a feel.
Like I said, we're planning on having security here, so if you need any help with knowing about the area, Leaf is a good one to ask. But don't go sneaking around in this area. We're on the up and up here, all right?
On the up and up there, cuz. No problem, cuz. We got you. On the up and up. He starts tapping his nose at you.
No, seriously. If I let any of the authorities think I'm doing shite here, that's gonna draw more attention to the shite I'm doing out there.
What? Are you really telling us, cuz, that everything's going to be above table?
yeah, no.
Most
of it. All the public facing shite, yeah.
I thought so, cuz. I thought so. Alright.
Oh, the public facing shite, of course. Like the kids, oh, it's a family business. We're not paying them. Touching the nose on that one. They're not being paid at all. It's just a family business, and they're working to learn the business. But as far as stealing from the people in the area, that's just. If I'm going to be setting roots here that are going to last a while, I'd rather not poison the land around them.
That's fair, cuz. That's fair. We'll take nothing from the other neighbours, eh? From on farm. Just what she's going to be doing down on the Seattle there, Any sort of under the nose operations, yeah? Got some gambling thing down there. Some money changing hands down there. Outside of the law. Outside of the guild.
We'll burn that bridge when we get to it.
Burn bridge, alright. Alright. Pleasure meeting you all, folks, up here in the Northwood. See, we can talk your fucking language, yeah? Sometimes you could try to come down or whatever, try and get it. JJJ, Smitty, Jingle, and Oimit. Time to go. Pack it up. Oh, and she was like, alright, okay. Nice to meet everyone, bye. And they go right out.
I forget, what's the highest political position in
the open
Waterdeep?
lord or the current open lady.
It's so weird hearing them speak the open ladies common. You know, instead of the Queen's English,
Queen's
or
English,
the
yeah.
King's English, it's the open ladies common.
I'm here for it.
Alright, now time for me.
Okay. Hillshire, did you hire anybody during Cora's little escapade? Any more chefs? Anybody else you would hire?
I just realized it was muted. No, I have full confidence in Ricky.
Mm. Okay. All
Sure,
right.
he can handle all the paperwork, and
Oh,
or maybe the families take care of that for you. I don't know.
we'll take care of business for you. But you know, you have to sign all the paperwork, the orders and such. And I'll bring some people to you for your confirmation that you're okay with the hiring. I'm gonna try and hire in the family. Is that okay? Or do you want outside the family?
Well, if we hire from inside the family, then that's all we're gonna get. Every patron we have is just gonna be somebody who's affiliated. I don't want to see this place going up in flames so early.
You do understand how hard it is to find somebody outside the family who knows how to do a good Cali dish, right?
Ricky, you're selling yourself short. You're gonna be a head chef. You're gonna have to teach these kids.
What, those kids?
No, not those kids.
Okay.
Those kids are not allowed anywhere near this kitchen, or any sharp objects you might see.
Thank you for clarifying that, because yeah, they tried to get to the butcher knife, and that was kind of making me uncomfortable. Okay, we'll you know, I'm trying to I'll look for some Cormier and hombres to round out the ethnicities in the back. Maybe some Chorten. I'm trying to think of another racist or racial stereotype nickname. It's also not racist. Apparently, Cormier cultures now is going to be Mexicano. So, Graf and Justin, I need you guys as old characters to get ready for their all the quesadillas and tacos and.
Well, I'm afraid I won't be able to do the accent without it sounding like
Super
abhorrently
fancy.
racist.
Yeah, I know. there's certain ones I won't even go near, like doing like fake Asian accents. I'm like, no, no Japanese, no Chinese, no, thank you. Cool. All right, so going to bed.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Cora was already in bed.
Sweet. Cool. Let's take a 10-minute break, because it sounds like tomorrow you guys are gonna wake up and go to the Isle of Abbey, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Let's do a 10-minute breaker so I can get a little snackaroo and get ready for that. Let's do 20 after the hour. All right.
Hell yeah.
Baby.
Wahoo. Yeah.
Yep.
Present.
Person didn't account for. What was the licensing thing? Anything fun or willing to personal share? Oh, just like driver's license.
Yeah.
Oh,
I have to get the
the way you said licensing, I was like, is that like something for like booze handling or something? Something
no,
fun? No.
but
Nope.
I gotta do that.
Ooh, wah. Mhm.
Around the bars have been giving descriptions of like these 8 people, and they're like, it's 4 Irish women and 4 Irish men, and they keep like going into bars around Issaquah and like causing like chaos basically. They're like throwing drinks on the ground, like vaping, refusing to leave, like yada yada. They got kicked out of 3 bars I know of, and then I just found out last night that they jumped a bartender at the
Jesus
bar
Christ.
that I yeah, like right around the corner from where I work. It's called the Rolling Log. It's literally within walking distance from where I work. I was like, what the yeah, so now I'm like, and they have like at least one of the girls I guess has an ID that's not valid. It's just crazy, and it's just like everyone's been posting about them, and they're like the Irish or the Scottish, or I guess like everybody's been saying it's like some kind of UK accent that they all have, and I was like, yo, what? I don't know. I don't know if they like got caught or like went to jail or they're still at large. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's
Just
wild.
call them English and see if they get mad.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Fair.
You
Oh, you-
fucking redbacks.
You're probably Welsh.
Yeah. But I was like, damn. I don't know. Kind of weird.
The true test is if you can understand what they're saying, then they're not Welsh.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's just like a weird, it reminds me of, it sounds more like English accent to me, but
Sounds like an English accent if you were doing it while trying to gargle a cotton ball.
Yeah, when
Mhm.
Welsh people are speaking English, they sound, I don't know, they just sound British to me. But when they're speaking Welsh, it sounds like Cthulhu summoning something.
Yeah, that's true.
Cthulhu, so that's good.
Well, Gaelic itself is like, it sounds so strange to me. I've heard some accents of like people that are from like the Scottish Highlands, and you really can't understand what the fuck they're saying. I'm just like, oh my, I don't even know if that's English.
All right. Kevin, are you back?
Yes, I am here.
He is here. Shall we continue? Okay. So next morning, assuming you all just get right onto the Isle of Abbey stuff.
Bright and early. Like
Bright
a
and
fishing
early.
trip.
It's funny. Like I was like, oh yeah, there'll be this interesting NPC, this like sailor man that you can meet, and it'll be fun to RP that out. I'm like, I've RP'd out so many NPCs tonight. You meet an interesting man who gives you the impression of a as you guys go down to the docks looking for information about the Isle of Abbey, how far, raise, rental. You do finally find the one lazy man who will take you out there, or yeah. But not too many people go to the Isle of Abbey and come back. No. You gotta be a little mad to go. So you find this guy, they just call him the Major, but he's willing to go out there for a price. For like 20 gold for a 6-hour row and a little boat. He can get you guys to the Isle of Abbey. He knows how to navigate the reefs and get you into the dunes.
Cora looks sideways at everybody else. Anything to do with money, she's like, So can y'all float me?
And she's like holding on to a really nice
+1 longsword.
yeah, her longsword, like stroking it.
Well,
I need it.
well, I could.
Anybody else would like to float me?
How much was it? It was 20 gold.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll just pay it.
And that's the day rate. If you last more than a day, it's 20 bucks. 20 buckaroos a day.
Well, if we're not back in a day. Actually, just keep waiting for it.
That's funny.
Just wait as long as you can.
I was already prepared to like, you don't gotta tell me twice. He's like, he's ready.
He
That's
thought
funny.
about it for a moment.
Yeah.
Okay, one second. I'm just doing a final little prep in Tailspire. All right. You set off pretty early in the morning, have secured it, paid him the 20 gold, and you set sail. And soon you see the island, like rock rising from the ocean, sheer cliffs surrounding it on most ends, crumbling cliffs, waves crashing against it. And like you can see it even from here with the white caps and rocks sticking up out of the water as there's very dangerous rocky shoals. You can see a little bit of remnants of some old shipwrecks caught in these shoals. And yeah, obviously very, very dangerous. But he's like, the Major tells you to trust him. He can get you to the dunes. He does tell you, he's like, you guys do realize, right, that there's like undead on the island, right? Right. Do I need to just claim that to you? You good?
We know the
You're just-
risks.
Okay, cool. Go. All right, got you guys there. And eventually he navigates them, and he's like, they call them the Skull Dunes, but good luck. And he brings this little sailing ship up to the side, docks, and you guys have to wade out through the water and up onto a sandy beach with dunes stretching out before you. Which one is it? Summon you, I shall. Cool. Tailspire should be.
Ooh.
Ah, it's a Minecraft desert.
Right. Yeah, you really can feel the blockiness of it in environments
Yeah,
like
but
this.
it definitely works for the tile-based stuff.
So don't worry about 1-to-1 of this. This is just going to be like, there's essentially random encounters, right? To kind of keep it simple in the explanation. And if we do those, we'll do it on this map. But what ahead of you are these just dunes stretching out to the distance. And the first step will be for you all to try and navigate the dunes filled with the undead, see if you can pass through to the other side safely. So one person in the group can roll a survival check. And just so if someone's going to do it, make sure you claim it.
I have a +2.
I have a
If it is not
+0.
me.
0.
Saba,
What was that?
what's your survival modifier?
I still haven't been able to log in. I need
Jeez.
to.
It'll be a pretty important here shortly, so you definitely going to want to figure that out. You can always
Uh,
download an app on your phone if you ever get desperate. D&D Beyond app actually works pretty decent for what it is.
Yeah, I've just been using my phone.
The benefit of multiple monitors.
Yeah. Or if you have extra monitors, just a normal D&D browser.
Is +0.
Yeah, I have a +2, and we, I believe, have guidance within the party.
Yeah, about that.
Oh,
I love that so much.
It seems Cora's not quite
lost
as
the will of the
supportive.
gods.
Not quite as supportive as she used to be.
Zaba's survival score is 0.
Alright, in that case, who would like to do the help action?
I don't think there's gonna be a help action for this. It's just a straight roll. So it's just
Alright.
no one else is proficient. So this is just a survival check.
16 total.
16
Oh, that's not
total.
bad. Hell yeah.
All right. One moment. You'll have to bear with me as I'm like going through an official thing where I'm like, all right, I'm gonna cross reference this, cross reference that. Okay, 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right. Riley, roll a D2 for me.
1d2. Do. 1.
1. Fuck. Sorry, I forgot
Why'd you say
to.
that?
I forgot to say in my own brain. I forgot which one was 1 and 2. So now I'm like, all right, this is gonna designate which one's this in. So what did you roll, Riley?
1.
1. Okay, you ended up with the easier or the better one. So that's okay. All right, so you guys set out into the dunes. Hot wind, sands blasting past you all. You're about it for a good solid like 40, 50 minutes sifting through it. And then there's no perception checks involved. You are on the lookout as from the sand near and around you, you're like, oh fuck, as skeletal remains begin to rise up out of the dunes and the sand. I'm going to move you guys up a little bit, and then we'll end up rolling initiative here in a second. So,
Oh shit.
Well-
Damn, we're flying.
yeah.
Ah shit, here we go again. I love how Graph is on a block higher than me, but we're still the same height.
You know it.
All right. I'll just put it in perspective. Instead of 12 skeletons, you have 6 skeletons, depending off that D2 roll.
Perfect.
Oh, so we got half the skeletons. Nice.
Yeah. They're gonna rise up around you. Rise up. This music's a little intense for me. 1 second. Okay. It's been a while since we've done initiative in here. Turn-based mode. Okay. This. So. Sorry, I need to remember how I do this now. It's been a while since we've done initiative in Tailspire, and I've got back to being used to doing Roll20, my other ones. So I think I still need to do paper now. Okay. Graph, what did you roll?
For initiative?
Yeah.
Clicking that now.
Same.
Total of 9.
Graph with a 9. Cora, since I heard you heard same.
15.
Yeah, she said same to rolling it now.
Oh, I know.
Yes.
Yeah, that's.
Yes.
And I was just putting the pressure
Okay.
on her. I got it. Hillshire. If you're talking, just I can't hear. What's your initiative, Hillshire?
24.
24. Hot damn.
Jesus.
And Zaba. Have you gotten to your character sheet, Kevin?
Looks like you got a
Every time
13.
No, the roll
Every
came
time
up.
I click it, yeah, it seems to be bugged. It does Discord and then it actually pulls the game up for some reason.
Oh, you have that extension activated. So I would suggest uninstalling that extension. It's like was it Tales Beyond or something like that in your browser?
Yeah, I think you can turn it off, right?
Yeah, I think you can
Temporarily.
disable it. That's what I
But
would
it
do.
it showed for you, so that's good.
I see.
Discord, yeah.
Yeah, in Discord. Which, if you're having issues, we'll do your Discord roles because that'll be different from the one that's going to result in Tailspire.
Okay.
But I see 13. But yeah, I would disable it if it's annoying with all the pop-ups. Okay. Time for some skeleton roars. Give me a moment. Boop. Whoa. Oh no. Retro. I don't know what I just did. Nope. No.
I'm gonna roll something
No.
just testing real quick.
That's fine.
Motherfucker.
Skeleton. Okay. So then we got a Skelly at 6. Skelly at 11.
What the hell? So weird.
Skelly at a
Something
10.
It's not rolling my long sword.
1, 2, 3. Skelly at 22. Oh, I forgot they have advantage. They could technically surprise you. Hold music. Turn that one into an 11. That one turns into the 22. And then that one will be advantage 9. I'll give Graph the tiebreaker. 1, 2, 3. Boom, 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 boom. 21. 4. 21. 5. And last but not least. Not 20. It doesn't matter. Skelly. Okay, so now I'm going to start adding you guys into the Tailspire one. So first is Hillshire. And then we'll just start doing 1 Skelly, 2 Skelly, 3 Skelly, 4, and then 5. Oop. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now Cora. Then Zaba. Then another Skelly. And then a Graph. And then the last Skelly. Bam. Still need to figure out how to speed that process up, but we're here. Hillshire, you're up first as around you a bunch of skeletons come rising up out of the freaking sand around you.
All right, I'm going to shoot one of them.
You can certainly try.
Well, I guess I'll steady aim first, and then I'll shoot at, I guess, this guy behind me.
Since rolls are coming from so many places, I'm just relying on you guys to call out your rolls for me. Just FYI. Wow. I feel like it happens
shit.
to you
Okay.
way too much. Like, I feel like I've seen that happen to you a lot with your advantage rolls. It's wild.
All right. That's my turn.
Bing, bing. Okay. Five again. It's going to try and hit Hillshire. It's a 13 to hit.
13 misses.
Okay. So it goes to Cora. 17 to hit.
That misses.
This one goes up to Zaba. So I gotta get my cinematic camera a little bit more solid. There we go. Oh, almost. Right there. Wait, it goes up to Zaba. That's a 20 to hit on Zaba. Have you still not gotten to your character sheet? Kevin! 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 Hello? Hello? Kevin?
He's dead.
The drugs do you
He's
in?
dead, Jim. You hit him so hard that you killed his player in real
D&D?
life.
The joke
If you
that
die in the game, you die in real life. It's
What's
just how
happened?
D&D works.
is that he lied about not being a computer for so long, but he really has been a computer, and the D&D Beyond just found out. Has now just destroyed
God.
destroyed Kevin. He was an AI this whole time.
Oh God. Oh.
Oh,
Or if
he's
his-
gone.
Oh,
Or if
God.
his internet could have crashed and shut out, and you know how like it'll have him linger.
Yeah.
20 will hit him. We'll keep things moving a little bit. Yeah, either his internet or computer probably fudged. 20 will hit. And then I need to do damage. Alright, that'll be 6 damage to Zomba.
Well,
Boom, boom, boom. And then
Kevin.
Kevin! Kevin!
I'm back.
You live!
What, did your power flicker or something?
Yeah, I don't know. Tailspire shot to bed, and then I just stopped hearing everything in Discord, and I couldn't restart Tailspire, so I just rebooted.
Hillshire, 21 to hit. As one of them moves up on you.
I will. Yeah, I get hit by that.
7 piercing damage. Zaba, while you're gone, you did get hit once. If you refresh your character sheet, assuming you didn't manage to get it open, I already subtracted the 6 from your 48 to 42. Because it was like
Can I use? Oh, I'm sorry. Is Uncanny Dodge? It's just a reaction, and you can use it every round as a reaction if you want it.
as long as you have a reaction, yeah.
All right. I'll go ahead and do that then.
As far as I know, there's no charges related to it or anything. Cora.
Where's it? Okay. Let's see. I want to see my. Okay. She's gonna take out her +1 longsword, and she's going to attack once. Come on, roll for me. Oh God, that's an 11 to hit.
11 against a Skelly. Yep, 11 misses, unfortunately.
Okay. Well, in that case, she feels this crazy inner fire that she suddenly gained instantaneously, and she's going to cast a spell on the skeleton. And I know before you even say anything, I have an ability that lets me attack with a melee weapon and a spell. She's this is a new spell for her. It's called Hellfire.
Ooh.
And surprise, surprise, she's an Illrigger now, not a paladin.
Finally happened.
Finally happened.
We're on a creature
So
soothe and
this
range
is,
must succeed on a charisma save throw, take 1d4 damage plus 1d4 necrotic damage.
Yep.
Cool.
And so now it'll take
Charisma
yeah,
saving throw. That's funny.
Yep. So it's so it'll take 2d4 fire. And
Huh?
the necrotic's not gonna do
That is an 8 on its charisma save.
Ooh.
It'll take both those damages to roll the.
Oh, okay.
These are just lowly skellies.
Okay. And this is a range of 120 feet, so it's like Eldritch Blast or Sorcerer's Burst. Alright, this will be the fire, and then I got necrotic coming in. 5. So that's 9 damage on it.
9 damage. Did I do the XP on them? Yes, I did. Cool.
And then as my bonus action, she's going to place a seal on the skeleton,
Okay.
which does stuff. No action required. Using bonus action. Okay. The seal lasts for 1 minute. Seals are invisible to other creatures, but appear to you as glowing glyphs on the creature's body. I have 4 seals. Okay. Okay. Actually, could I use this once I put it on here? Okay. Never mind. Okay, that's it.
I am taking time to like look at what you can do and stuff.
Yeah, for sure. It's cool. The Illriggers, they deal with seals, so it's almost like hexing, kind of like a blood.
Where are
cursing
you
with, like, energy
getting
and that kind of
bonus
stuff.
action to do the?
It's
Oh,
under
okay.
Playful Interdict.
Okay, I see it.
Yeah, so
You
once per
can
turn.
Either place a seal when you hit the target with a weapon attack, no action required, or you can use a bonus action to place a seal on a target. Strange. When the turn seals are invisible on the creature, I have 4 seals that place before resting. You regain all seals when you finish a short or long rest. When energy dies, you can use a bonus action to turn on the meals placed on them to a new creature. So it's kind of like Hunter's Marky. Cool.
Yeah.
More Hunter's Mark kind of stuff. I'm just being
Yeah.
sarcastic. When an energetic creature with a takes damage from source from a build, for time, I'm just now just kind of giving everything a quick read over since you had it kind of made.
Yeah, go for
Well,
it.
you're born Ooh, that's nasty. Where what feature is giving you the attack and spell? I didn't see
So
that
it's
with my
under
quick one.
Yeah, go under actions, and then it's
Mhm.
under Invoke Hell, and it's called Spellblade.
Spellblade. You have to both
Yep.
make a melee attack and casting until you know there's a casting time of 1 action. Cool. Sick. Excellent. Okay. Seal is out.
Sick.
Cool. Anything else?
Nope. That's it.
Zaba. Oh, do you want to tell us what it looks like to do the seal for the first time? Like what that kind of looks like? This new inner fire.
Oh, sure. Well, I guess the seals are invisible to everybody else, but her new abilities, like it's the same thing where it was like that lime green color, except instead of like radiant energy, it's all like burning flame.
Love it. Cool. Zaba.
So is it supposed to be on waiting on GM?
Oh, maybe I need to summon you after
No.
you crashed. Yeah. Boop. Tell me if that worked.
Yes, seems to have worked.
Yes.
Okay. However, the plugin did not, so I'm just going to be clicking on the site. I am going to, let's see. Yeesh, we're kind of surrounded.
You don't forget if something's within 5 feet of you, like your Eldritch Blast, is at disadvantage as being a ranged attack.
Yep, have not forgotten that. Which is why the katana's coming out.
Shing!
I'm gonna slice at the guy right in front of me.
Hit him with your best shot.
$15.
15 hits. Yep, 15 hits.
Wonderful. $7 damage.
Awesome. He is blooded.
And I should have done this before, but bonus action Hunter's Mark.
Let's go.
Cool.
Did I?
I was thinking for my seals, maybe you can make them like lime greens, just so we know that's mine. Or I can,
I just did a quick Bane one, just as a quick thing.
okay.
I'll if I get time, I'll look for something more appropriate. But that's just what I kind of had handy. One second, I'm doing this here. And now I have a hunter's mark. I need to remember to make this a custom. Where'd you go? Okay, I want to do this. And before we get too much farther, for future reference, I make you a unique thing. But then I also will give, since I know so many of you use this, I'll give Graph 1 control and Major Monty control there. So this hunter's mark is out. Cool. Anything else?
That's it.
Okay. This one goes up to hit Graph from behind. Yeah. And that's a 10. And it's Graph's turn.
Well, Graph takes not the disengage, but the dodge action. And he will equip his short bow. And he has a move speed of 30. And he's going to use it.
All right. So 1, 2, 3 attacks at disadvantage.
Yep.
Okay. 22 and 24. So 22 hits off the first one. Unfortunately. Yeah, that was rough. 6 damage. And then piercing damage. Second roll, disadvantage. First roll is 11, so that's a miss. So moving on to the third one. 17 and a 12. So 12, I'm assuming, is a miss too. Yeah, so.
AC is 15, so.
All right. Yeah.
And then
Cool.
bonus action, I shall. Oh, I think you only made one hunter's mark.
You hadn't cast one yet, so 1 second. I'm just gonna copy this one. I think I can copy it. Am I crazy? Yeah. So now you can, but for future reference, I can just drop them, and either of you can move it. So there you go.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, I actually don't have control of that one.
Really?
Yes.
Let's see.
I do have control over the other one, though.
So let me kill that one. GM tools, player permission. Am I gonna have to do that? There's no way I have to do that. Make not unique. I wonder if I do this, and if I go instead of copying that one. Oh wait, I did. Wait 1 second. I apologize. Bear with me. Still getting back in. So I did make one before, but I also made it so that so if I go here, gosh darn it, make unique, here player permission. Am I going to do that every time? That's annoying. So I'm going to do that one more time, and then make unique. So I'm just doing a quick experiment. For some reason it's not like saving. Okay. All right. So yeah. So now I just need to remember the drag and drop. Oh, but it'll only do one instance because it's treating it like. So I do need to copy and paste. That is. Okay, one more. Just bear with me, guys. I'm really sorry, but I just think this will help in the long run. We'll do this as Zob. Hunter's Mark Zob. We'll do player permission, turn off graph, then we'll make not unique, and we'll make it unique again. So this is Hunter's Mark for Zob. And I check the player permission again. Should be good. So now I'll make one just for graph, and then it being labeled too just makes sense because that way we'll always know. Right here. You'll notice I'm starting to do things with tokens where since you can't hide names, not for spoilers, but just so if you guys do hit tab, there's not Hunter's Mark in like big giant letters just crowding the screen. So I'm trying to like simplify names for stuff for screen.
Yep.
Okay, so player permission, turn off that for that. Graph is there. And then now make unique. Just gonna kill it real quick. And now, so HM graph. Can you move that one there, Graphy? Yeah, cool. And now if you guys hit tab, you'll be able to see one's Zab and one's Gur. Cool. Thank you for patience.
Yep. And so that was bonus action. That was action. I drew my short bow. That is end of turn.
Okay. See that a quick one. This one goes up to Cora. Swings, bada, swings. 19?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that hits.
Okay. There'll be 6 piercing damage. Top of the tail order. There'll be Hailshire.
And I'll take a shot at this one.
And you ignore. Oh, so here's a new wrinkle for you guys, right? This doesn't apply to you, Hillshire. You ignore cover. And you also don't get disadvantage for things within 5 feet, right? Because of sharpshooter, right? So I've been focusing on ranged for cover purposes, but it actually does apply to melee attacks too. I think this combat is right now kind of clean enough that it's not too much of an issue, but you'll see me kind of working through you guys with that with melee combat too and see how that works. But go ahead there, Hillshire. There you go, 25 hits. And he dies.
Oh, I'm sorry. I steady aimed as well.
Oh yeah, I assume so.
Should have mentioned.
Okay.
7, and I guess I'll make a dagger attack on him as well.
Well, sneak attack always triggers, so go ahead and do your sneak attack damage for the dagger. 10, because that will destroy him.
I guess I'll make the dagger attack on the guy behind me. Or wait, no. I steady aimed. That's a bonus action, isn't it?
You correct, but the dagger, assuming you have proficiency or the
Right.
weapon mastery,
Yeah.
allows you to
Sorry,
slide it
getting
over.
my own shit.
No, that's
yeah.
a really kind of weird one for sure, though. It's a weird one. So the one behind you.
Yep.
Twirl through the sand. 22 hits.
Oh, I think that was supposed to be at advantage. The pistol one is... No. Because I hit the other guy.
Yeah.
So...
Any debuff or buff would have been on that one.
So 1 damage.
1 damage. Okay. Anything else?
That's it.
I can't tell which one this is. I think it's the one in front of you. Okay, it is. Like the Hunter's Mark thing blocks my little highlight. It makes it harder to see. Okay. All right. It's going to go for you there, Hillshire. 20 to hit. For 4 piercing damage. Okay.
I'm gonna do uncanny dodge again.
Okay. I think uncanny dodge. I'm saying it very quickly, but I was just gonna make a point of it if you ended up doing it after I already said it. I think you have to do it before you know the damage. So I'll kind of like when I used to do spell casting, I'll try and remember when I'm hitting the rogue. It's kind of like he hit you, and give you that dramatic pause to see if you want uncanny dodge. Correct me if I'm wrong in the description, but I'm pretty sure you have to do it before you know the actual damage.
Says when an attacker you can see hits you with an attack, you can take a reaction to have the attack damage against you rounded down.
It's kind of vague enough,
At
but
least
that's how I've.
what D&D Beyond says.
Yeah, and I could see that can be interpreted both ways, but I think that's how I generally run it. So I think I'll keep to it. Because I like it to be a little bit of a judgment call for perhaps some people, because it's like it says when hit. A lot of times things will say like, and after you see the damage or before and after. It doesn't say, but I'm just going to say the trigger is with hit and not with hit and then damage, right? So that'll be the logic I'm using there. Obviously, I'll forget sometimes, and it's me just moving quickly, and you'll be totally fine calling it because I'm moving too quick. All right, this one goes for Cora. And that's a 10. Okay. This one goes for Zaba. Hey-ya! And 16 Zaba. I believe I saw your stuff earlier. I think that is a hit.
That's a hit.
Excellent. All right, that'll be 6 damage. All right, Cora's turn.
Okay. So, I'm gonna try to hit it with my long sword again. I'm at 23.
Yeah.
That's gonna be 11 slashing. He's dead.
Clatter, clitter, clatter, clatter. The bones go exploding.
Okay. Shit. Okay, hold on. Let me read something. Okay, when interdicted a creature's eyes, you can use a bonus action on your turn to move all seals placed on them to new creatures within 30 feet. Okay. Bonus action, I'm going to place the seal on this guy. And I'm gonna turn around. And I'm gonna use Hellfire on him again. That's a 15 charisma.
He is so charismatic with a total of 0 on his throw.
That's what I was hoping for.
A total of 0.
Spoiler alert, I rolled a 3 on that for a total of 0.
Oh.
It's even worse than you could even imagine.
Alright, 4 fire, 4 necrotic, and then I'm going to expend the seal on him, which is a 1d6? Shit, hold on. I think it's a 1d6.
Like a D6, like a D6.
Yes. Oh, I'm sorry, it's 2d6. Because I'm level 5. Alright, let's do fire. Oh, hell low. Alright, extra 3.
I'm now like just digging into the seal one again too. Creature as you can turn moves place on them to new creatures and features. You take damage from a source other than a seal burn by when it endured creature within 30 of you takes damage from any source other than a seal burned by an ill rigger. You can burn any number of seals you place on them for 1d6 fire damage or spear seal burn. You deal this damage to triggering damage. Burning the seal doesn't require an action from you, but you can't do so. So if I understand correctly, though, like the seal is gone, right? Because you burned the seal, right?
Yeah,
okay,
once it's used, yeah.
That's
And
cool.
then
You can do it. It doesn't have to be your damage. That's
right. And I think technically since I attacked him, I could place another seal on him. Or I could
oh,
have
true.
done
You
that
can have
and
multiple
burned
ones.
both.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't want to do that.
Just because
it's
it burns you
crazy.
all your seals, that'll be fully fine. Just keep burning them.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I don't want to do that. But it's like level 5, and it's 2d6 for 1 seal. So
That's cool.
you can imagine higher levels, that'll be crazy. All right. Oh, he's dead.
Yeah.
Oh,
He died dead.
okay. I think then I'm going to.
Wait, I did do that
move-
math right? 3, 4. You did 4 and 4
you're
for
good.
8 and 3 for 11. Did he take damage? I might be just a little fuzzy in my brain.
Yeah, 11 for the long
Because
sword.
their HP is normally 13.
4 for hellfire, or 4 for the fire damage.
Oh, you
4
did hit him
for
with the long.
necrotic.
Yeah, we're good. You hit him with the long
Okay.
sword, then yeah, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The hellfire, then the seal. Okay. We're
Yeah.
learning. We're learning. Okay, sweet. She's gonna move.
Oh wait, no, that was the
to-
first one you killed. You killed the first one with 11, and then the second one was a total of 11.
Oh.
I
yeah.
think he's alive. I apologize.
That's
I think he has 2 health left.
Oh shit. Okay. I think I'm still gonna move. Am I still in range of him?
Yeah, you're still within 5 feet.
All right, perfect. And am I providing cover for Hillshire?
Depending on where the attack is
This
coming
guy?
from. Yeah, if that guy's going to Hillshire, yes, you'd be giving him a +2. Yep.
Okay, perfect. I'll do that.
10-4. Zaba.
Alright, I'm gonna take another swing with my katana.
Swing the katana. Swing, bada, bada, swing.
Nice.
18, I think I see. 18's a hit.
Yeah.
10 damage. You can roll Hunter's Mark if you'd like. You do destroy him with that hit, though.
Oh yeah, I'd like to roll Hunter's Mark.
Sling, sling, sling.
Come on. Overkill.
Yes. Overkill.
And I will move it to, I suppose, the closest guy.
You should be able to pick it up and move it, so you can just drop it where you like. Drop it like it's Hunter's Mark. Ooh,
Drop it like a mark. Drop it like a mark.
that's better. Drop it like a mark. Hey, Mark.
Oh,
Yeah.
hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark. I kind of like what you're doing there, Cora. So I'm going to do the +2 just for things. So this Skelly here is attacking Hillshire. But Cora stepping up into that corner blocks, quote unquote, some of the corners of his technical line of sight. So Hillshire will get a +2 to dex saves and AC now because Cora's there. So let's go for Hilly. 23 to hit against Hilly.
That-
And I don't think you can uncanny, right? Because your turn hasn't come back yet, right?
I think there's something I can do. Hold on. I think I can do something. Wait. Per turn. Okay. Okay. This is just a boon that I have, so I think I can use this every turn. You might have to like look this over just to make sure. Okay.
What's the name of it?
Okay. Interdict boons. Interdict boons. So there's features and traits.
I see interdiction. So then interdict boons noon.
Yeah, interdict.
What do you get to do? You play your booty new, but right now you have what somebody do to play shields a few billions of powers. What was there? Somebody's I've marked passive. You don't expect a shield to take an action to be for the passive boost you knew. You look at what push up per turn, regardless of how you knew. So you're trying to do Soul Eater?
Oh, okay. Never mind. It costs a seal. Okay. Yeah, because this feature isn't a passive one, so I would need to expend a seal to do this.
Oh, so you weren't even trying to save Hillshire. You're just trying to get something out of
I
his.
mean, I have 3
blood.
seals left, so and this isn't even the main battle.
But if you had used it, you're going to use Soul Eater. That's what you were looking at
Uh,
using, or were you looking at something different?
No, I
Out of
was looking at a baiting seal. So, and this
baiting
is
seal.
a reaction. When a creature you see damages you or an ally within 30 feet of you, you can expend a seal as a reaction to reduce the damage taken to the target by an amount equal to 1d10 plus half your level rounded down. But I don't want to expend a seal. So.
I just real quick. I don't see what you're reading. So what feature were you exactly reading? I didn't see that.
So it's under. So if you click on interdiction,
Do I need to click on it? And there's more.
Boons. Yeah. So interdict boons.
Because when I see interdict boons, all I see is Soul Eater.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, that was the first.
Oh, do I need to refresh your page? Maybe.
Yeah, I would refresh. Yeah.
Oh, you're switching out abilities after you already chose them. Just happened to happen.
No, that was the old one.
I'm fucking with you.
I made this one, a minute ago.
All right, let's see what's happening here now. Okay, that's why. Okay, yeah, I see a baiting seal now.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're not using it,
just
but we just
wondering
walked through it.
Nope.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Continue
Shire,
on.
you take 8 piercing damage. And it's Graf's turn.
Apologies. I wanted to save you.
All right. I was going to use my short bow, but then I realized I could do something else. But first, Hunter's Lore. I bonus action and learn immunities, resistances, and vulnerabilities of the Skelly Boy.
Immune to poison. Vulnerabilities, bludgeoning. Condition immunities, exhaustion, and poison.
Okay. Well, I'm glad I did that before I tried using Starry Wisp on it, because Shortbow does have some benefits. So I shall short my bow on it.
So like you said, short.
23 to hit.
23 hits.
For 9 piercing damage. And Hunter's Mark damage of... Is it just 1d6 still? Yeah.
Pretty sure it is.
2. Let me double check if that is... Force? Let me see. Yeah, that's 2 force damage.
Sweet.
Let me triple check. Had he already been hit?
Yeah, he had been hit by 1 HP, I believe, by Hillshire.
All right, that enables Colossus Slayer. I deal an extra D8 damage.
That's funny. He had 1 HP after your first die rolls, and that's what 2 takes him over the edge, killing him. Kill him. Do it.
And thus, end turn.
Thus, it is Hillshire's turn.
Oh wait, no, I have extra attack. I'm an idiot. I forgot we're 5th
level 5. Level 5.
All right. Next one. I'm going to ping the guy south or whatever. Like the one that is adjacent to Cora but not Hillshire.
You can also move your hunter's mark on him, right?
I hit the end turn thing, so technically Tailspire's treating it as... Okay, cool. But also, I can't. It uses a bonus action to move Hunter's Mark, doesn't it?
What did you use for your bonus action? Oh, was it the Hunter's Lore's bonus action? Is that what it is?
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay.
So...
Get wrecked.
I shall... Short bow. This dude.
Got him.
It's 26 to hit.
Yeah.
I'm going to re-roll the 1 on that d6.
Yep.
Thanks to Piercer. Rolled the other end of the die. That's 6 plus 4, 10 damage piercing.
He did. You 2-shot at some motherfuckers. Okay. Anything else?
I was gonna joke about the Colossus Slayer, but no, that's end of turn.
Okay. Heal Shay.
All right, let's steady aim and shoot the one remaining skeleton.
Bang bang. Not 20 there?
Damn.
Oh,
Nice.
that's a
I
little,
think that's the first crit I've got.
oh, not 20 there? Oh, man. My nuts. That much damage again? It's a
Well,
little
you
mag-
know, if you do, I guess if you have the add-on, it doesn't automatically double it in D&D Beyond.
I don't even know how that works in D&D Beyond. I've seen it work and not work so many like different ways. But we'll still max out your first weapon die for the pistol.
Okay, well, it'll be 14. And then another D10. Or was it doubling the dice?
Yeah, so we your pistol's normally a D10. So it'll be 10 plus dex and then roll a D10 and add it to it. Yeah, that's essentially how the math works out.
Oh, wait, it did do it. That's weird. Or why do you do it at advantage? Oh, it's because I'm holding shift.
I think you
Push
that
to
have
talk.
you figured that out last time
Right.
before too, didn't you? Yeah.
It's every week we rediscover this.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't been in combat in
Every
a
week we
while,
have
right?
combat.
Yeah, last week we didn't have combat though. Last week we were just RPing our booties off.
Well, in this case, it's kind of useful since it doubles the die.
Oh yeah, for a sneak attack. Yeah. So 24 plus a bunch of other numbers.
Yeah,
I
I mean, this
remember.
guy has like 10 HP or something.
Yeah. I made a point not to clear the dice through my ADHD habit. I just love seeing all the dice left over on the board as we exit that initiative.
Oh shit. Oh my god, Nate, you're gonna kill me on saving throws. I'm gonna be so annoying. Dude, I didn't put this together, so you know, Yuan T gets advantage against saves. And then I just took that boon where it's like +1 for each hostile creature within 5 feet of you, up to a +5 to your saving throws.
Granted, balance your Yuan T heritage. You have purged that evil out of your body. You are.
Sure. Oh, I went from Paladin to Hellfire.
I was
don't know
like,
if I purged anything.
it's not so much in 2024 because I kind of nerfed Paladin, but I always like this idea when people talk about like something broken is. It's like, you guys realize if someone put down the old 2014 Paladin in front of you, you'd be like, that shit's broken. You know, like if you think about it, like I decide when I crit and nuke, like, yeah, it was broken. It was broken
100%.
and they nerfed it. But okay,
Yeah.
so that was phase 1. I guess I should have kept that music going. Just kidding. One moment. Give me a second.
Oh, great.
Just-
Oh, you were being serious.
I'm being serious. I apologize. 1 second. Let's just do that. Phase 2. So as you guys finish that off, you're like, cool. Took care of
Easy
those.
peasy.
And you just around you, the dunes around you start like as more begin to kind of crawl out. Much more than 6, but you watch as multiple of them are like come up, and then you see them start to combine together, forming 3 swarms of them. And then from one of the dunes itself, rising up out of it is a augmented amount, a bunch of skeletons. This one looks like it was from the bones of a bigger beast, as a skeletal juggernaut also rises up out of the sand. No cap. But they are at a very specific distance away from you. So let me get that in. Honey. The convenient measure tool. Dome. Okay, and that will linger. And I hit tab. No! Son of a bitch! Here, I'll just reveal them and then start doing measurements.
This is the only Markle GIF I can find.
Markle?
from Baldur's Gate. Remember that giant skeleton guy?
Oh, I got you, Markle.
Miracle.
Miracle.
The god. Miracle.
It's a miracle. It's a miracle.
It's a miracle.
That there Merkle.
Michael.
That's not a miracle. That's just Merkle.
Okay. I don't know how to pick up in. Sorry, this is bugging me. So if I do this, cool, 60 feet. And now, why can I not pick up a thing and move it while it's up? There's a way to make
Solution.
it permanent, right? I think there's a button for it. So if you do the 60,
And solution, you could just let me do the measurement and then you do the movement.
you're not wrong. There's a way to like fuck with it and keep it there though. Okay, right click,
yeah, there is
lock.
a persistent option.
There it is.
Oh, there you go.
And I can do this with everyone
Oh.
else's too. So boop boop boop. All right, there's those. Uno momento. No. Okay. Hey, Riley, will you make me a 240-foot wood? I'm just gonna drop it way at the north, what I'd call north, but far end of the map. I don't even know if it goes to 240. Yeah, just about. So that's close enough. Okay.
What the hell are you summoning?
I summoned nothing.
Cthulhu.
The Dunes undead have been summoned. Oh, you
Maybe
can
I should
tint the
have,
color of the AoEs and stuff. Look at that. That's cute. Okay. Should we roll initiative at 1021? I'm fine getting into it. Does anybody have an opinion on that?
Don't matter to me. At least we can get the
Um,
initiative.
Well, if we
tired.
yeah, if somebody's tired, we're going to tap out. If we did initiative, remember Tailspire's not going to save anything I do in it. And then it'll be yeah, so it'll be kind of annoying in that way. Of course, I would have written it down. Is that okay if we tap with Kevin being pretty tired and on drugs?
Fair, because
Say it with love.
Can we,
I do have work in the morning.
Yeah.
Do we see what this thing is?
Oh, can you not see it?
140 feet away.
I see the little skeleton, guys. Oh my god!
You see, he is all at the edge of the
Oh.
screen. Yeah, this is the juggernaut.
Hold on.
Okay.
I have an idea before you get rid of that. Alright.
Quick, drop a Kumu.
I love the effect when you make things big. Oh,
Yeah.
Rumbles the ground.
oh yeah, I think I've told you guys they made it. I had to try to do a mod, but it now
Oh.
allows you to do giant shit now, which I'm so happy about.
Can you? Because I'm trying to get one of the picture mode screenshot things.
Oh, I apologize. Yeah, go ahead.
'Cause this is it crazy. Yes.
Glad I crit that little skeleton.
Glad I spun a seal on one.
Trying to. There we are. All right.
You got your screenshot.
Yep. I think this looks pretty good.
Nice. That's sick.
Ooh. Yeah, that looks cool.
Shout out to the fucking community, man. You know, finding these models and stuff is so easy, and like people fucking make it easy to access. Because we know D&D, they've been like, no, you need to pay $10 for that miniature. Thank you. All All right,
And
guys.
the way his arm is extended and how he's holding a skull
Uh-huh.
makes me think he's doing that Hamlet.
Yes, for Yorick.
To be.
Yeah.
I knew him well.
That's cool. All right. Did I already mention to you guys that May no sessions, right? Don't plan for any sessions because I'll be traveling. I mentioned that, right?
Yes.
Yeah.